Hey there, Silver Tongue Devil here, and in this live stream, we're playing Into the Radius with a twist. I'm on the Quest 3. My VR Princess dreams are almost complete. I have achieved a level of comfort that is satisfactory. Not great, but better than it was. Better than that bloody mankini strap. Anyway, so what we're here for tonight, we're going to be looking at Into the Radius. We're going to go through the tutorial. Going to play a little bit of the game. Don't want to spoil it too much. We've got 4 keys to give away tonight. Backpack, school satchel, whatever it wants to call it, in the chats when I give the word. We'll be doing the first giveaway in about 20 minutes, half an hour. In the meantime, let's see if I can actually start a new game. Ooh, which one to save over? That one? Yeah. So it contains a save. Yeah, fine. I don't even remember what that was. Oh. Right. Good evening, Mr. Vega. So bear with, because I'm still getting used to the level of comfort and like adjustments with this thing. Me and Weebs have been heavily modifying. That's part of what I'm interested to see as well, because I am on the Bobo. So we are starting at 100%, and also bear in mind I am streaming. So welcome to the tutorial. Yeah. Hints. Yeah. This, again, this kind of tutorial I like, where you pick everything. This game does have teleportation within it. Hello, Dreadwolf, how we doing? Select movement direction, head. Select hold and grip method, we always hold. Snap, but I'm not going to use it. Yep. 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 Cool. Bop, bop, bop. Yep, yep, yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, and yep, there we go. So, yeah, it's I wouldn't describe this as like horror. I'd describe this as suspense and tension. So, as I said, we're on the Quest 3 tonight on this. So I'm doing some things. I'm doing some testing of my own accord whilst we're giving keys away as well. And 2 seconds. Oh, hello, Don. How are we doing, mate? Awesome. Nice to have you in, mate. So, yeah, one of the things that I've done, just before we get into this, one of the things that I've done is I've reduced the brightness of my Quest 3, because I never used to have my Quest 2 that bright anyway, and I do remember the brightness having a direct, impact on the power. So we'll see. I've got Bobo batteries in tonight. I'm playing a game that I know has actually had changes made to it for the Quest 3. It is on the list of games that have been specifically given things, and the game, I suppose, dynamically changed internally for the new headset. So maybe it's been optimized for the Quest 3. We'll see. I'm still at 100%. The battery hasn't gone down yet. We've got the externals in. We'll see how we go. Anyway, right, cool. Let's start fucking knocking shit over. Yes. So, lots of items for you to be able to interact with and pick up with in this game. It adds to the level of, it's what VR does well. If you can't interact with things, because you normally can interact with those, but if you can't, it all of a sudden becomes immersion breaking. But anyway, we're in the tutorial at the moment, so here's a feature. To pick up and grab objects, reach out and press grip. I feel them, I talk to them, but are they people? It looks like. Why can't they hear me? I don't know, should we go and ask? Maybe I can jog her memory with the teapot. Nope, looks like we've destroyed her. Hello, Apt. How we doing? Yep, someone's put the lid on but forgot to start doing the cooking. Use right thumbstick to click. We don't do that. Might never. I do most of what I do in this game in real life. I may never get back up at this point now, but there is, for those of you whose knees are a little bit beyond saving, mine are getting there. There is a button specifically for duck, but you can do it in real life. There is a bit of an advantage to doing it in real life as well, because if you kind of stoop, kind of duck in real life, you can still run. But if you duck in the game, you can't use the sprint feature. Nope.
Hear me?
Nope. Don't know what you're talking about. Can't hear you. Can't see you. No. So here we have girl.
Come closer. Try to touch me.
Girl is part of the story. I'll try and avoid touching her as much as possible.
Oh, you can hear me. I kept trying to speak to others, but they couldn't, and... help me, please.
Yeah, very. I don't, again, I literally, the only game that I've played on the Quest 3 since I've started making the little adjustments and little fine-tuning of, like, sawing bits off of my Bobo headset and using cable ties. The only game that I played, really, is I've had a quick look at In Death Unchained, and it's looking good. And I had a play of some Dungeons of Eternity. And I don't think that one is actually had anything done to it for the Quest 3, but it does have some options for you to change to... It's almost like it's a Quest 2 game, but they haven't actually done anything to it. There's just some filters that you can add on. Like, for instance, in this game... I mean, I might be wrong. I don't think so, though. In this game, I don't have to turn anything on or off specifically for the Quest 3. So that would say to me that this is very much the Quest 3 version and is different to the Quest 2 version. So, no, I haven't played Gorilla Tag, I don't think. Right, anyway, so at this point we have to fall so we can get an understanding of the health mechanics. Fall damage is a very real problem. Health is visible on the red bar over here, yeah. Pick up the health injector. Hello, Blue. So you can... We have very much a similar sort of thing as to what you would have in Half-Life Alyx. I haven't played it myself. I know you do the flick motion, but hold trigger and then grip, and then you can kind of force grab, which is good. Let's get some health in there. Lovely. Does take time to heal in this game as well, so do be aware of that. Lovely. We are healthy then. Volume coming through on the game all right? I haven't asked, but I'm sure someone would mention it if it wasn't. Pick up the knife. Best way to get peas. And non-dominant. This is our backpack system. I'll explain a little bit about that later, but let's get through this tutorial because we've got a bit of ground to cover. Move away from the backpack, it'll automatically. The one thing that I will say for those of you who are familiar with games like Ghost of Tabor or maybe even Saints, this one is a backpack based on just weight. If you can put as much as you want to in here, as long as you can get into it here. That is a thing. I can put body on. I can put... Well, it says nobody ever. I can put the whole body on, which I might do a little bit later on, just to have a look. Somebody forgot to program gravity. Hi. Like odd job. Random task. What are they? What could they be? I'm taking this with me. Use the trigger to open the doors. So this is part and parcel, or a big part and parcel, of the game. It's a looter. We do love a bit of looting on this channel. Loot, goblin, or us. You can grab these, but you can, if there's physics on the doors, so you can just open them again. Nice. I always talk about this, so I'm sure you've heard the various bits and pieces before. this is one of the few games. One of the, if it's blurry, hit the live and go onto the settings and crank it up because it should be able to go into 1080. So one of the things that I do love about the flashlight in this game is the fact that you can hold it normal, you know, Scooby-Doo, exploration, levels of flashlight, but you can also press the button so that you can do the overhand kind of thing. You can do the overhand side of things like that. And it makes a difference because then you can rest a pistol properly on one hand over the other. So nice that that's actually been included. And we don't actually need to go in there, but you get the idea. There's things to explore. Tell you what, let's get that in there and make things easier. Hello. This is one of our enemies. He seems to have been trapped. Well, yeah, you stay there. I'll go get help, yeah? Blackgrass, one of the anomalies that we're going to encounter whilst we're out, reacts to light, basically. Very cool gameplay mechanic within the game. Anomalies are something that we are going to experience out here. Some other fellas set up here as well. Now, I know this is one of Mac's favourite parts about the game. Bullet loading simulator. If there's any gun nuts out there, this is a really good game for you. You have to do all the things. So you have to load, you have to switch the safety off, you can cut the pistol, as you would expect. You have to rack. These are all standard things. One of the things that I do like about this game, because checking, or doing what's called a press check, is actually a proper technique. And it allows you to see if you've got one in the chamber or not. Shoot the targets until the mag's empty. Yes, sir. Are these targets? Probably. Iron sights have always been awesome on this game. You want me to fire till empty. You can, if you panic, press the button and just eject your magazine. Not great. With most weapons. Pressing and holding the button allows you to get it to a point where you can, if I didn't have the tutorial in the way, pull it out, stow it on your belt. Now take an ammo box and magazine, bring them close together. Bullet loading simulator. The hand tracking, no. I think I've got the hand tracking side of things off. The one thing that I will say is I am finding the Quest 3... Oops, got a bit stuck there. I am finding the Quest 3 superior in its tracking. Handgun in here. Lovely. Cool. And then all the usual stuff. Cheers, Mike. All the usual stuff. We have our utility pouch, so we can put various magazines in. Oh, sorry, we have like a chest rig that you can put, or a belly rig. You can put various magazines in. We have a little overspill pouch that you can put all sorts of bits and pieces in. And then we've also got our bag as well. And all individual bullets, all very well done, all very well handled, all can be put back in individually if you want to. Magazines can also done the same as well, and all be put back in as you want to. Now this may look like, you know, an unbelievable amount of faff going on, but there is something very cool about loading up your magazines and prepping for going out on missions. Yes, bullet loading simulator this game is, but it's very cool. And there's something quite therapeutic about being back at home and organising your base, loading your magazines, getting ready. Some of the finest experiences that I've had on this game, this is going to sound completely sad, is when you get a new gun and it takes the same or similar ammunition to guns that you've had previously. And so unloading all the magazines and the guns and the various bits and pieces previous, and then getting the next one ready with upgrades, putting the parts on and loading up the mags and getting it all ready, and it just feels good in VR. It really does. So another large part of the game. It is. There's a lot to this game. We have our little arm holders. You do, Don, unfortunately. I'll be doing one well, we should be doing one soon, and then we'll be doing others a half an hour afterwards. So, this is a very cool mechanic within the game. We have probes. Probes allow us infinitely. We can throw these out in front of us to hit anomalies to reveal their locations. These ones are kind of going off already anyway, but throwing these into them will set them off. Exploring within this is awesome, and exploring within the artifact clusters is rewarding as well. See if we can bingo girl. Damn, can't bingo girl.
We need to make sure you stay that way. This is no place for the living.
Patty, her name is, but I don't get attached to NPCs in games.
Memories will guide you.
See Resident Evil 4 and President's Daughter.
I can find you anywhere.
So, tutorial finished. Now, I am going to be doing some top tips. Hello, Richard. It is, believe you me. Also, hello, Clave. How are we doing? They are... Well, co-op is supposed to be one of the big things that they're putting into the Radius 2. And I think it'd be a good idea if I want the... quest, I want the cooperative, so in Into the Radius 2, I ask for one feature and one feature only, and, well, maybe two. The cooperative to have friendly fire in it. Just a toggle. I don't expect everybody to play it with friendly fire. I like the idea of obviously being able to play it in cooperative and having friendly fire on and mistakes being made. But the other thing that I like about that as well is if you can turn it off so that you have no idea where your cooperative partner is, all of a sudden you can have a 1v1 versus game. Imagine that you start off at opposite sides of the map, or one player starts in one map as far away as possible and the other player starts as far away as the other, and then the whole idea is to try and kill each other whilst exploring and looting and doing the thing and the stuff. I would love it. I would love it.
Stop. Authorized personnel only. Raise your hands above your head for identification. Raise your hands above your head for identification.
You got to test these things, because, you know, Tommy the Turret might have blanks in there. He doesn't.
To remind you that you are the UNPSC field officer aiding our research of the Pechorsk
Not wrong.
anomaly. Congratulations on your contract extension. Your security level has been reset to 0 due to long-term absence.
Yeah.
Please
Escape from Tarkov, yeah.
And continue the missions. We are hoping for complete cooperation.
What? Pre-warning for nudge. Cool. Right. Okay. Well, we have a little bit of an opportunity here. I will start a competition in just a moment, but hold fire. What I'm going to do is I'm going to prep. There are lots of things within our base. Lots of little things. And it's always the little things that you want to pay attention to give you the best start you can. So, with that in mind, I'll get to doing it. You have until I've finished or I make a call on it. So, backpacks in the chat for our first little giveaway. Whilst I get all the things and the stuff. So we don't need that one. We have a pistol. So yeah, we'll get that one in there. Get that one in there. Get that one in there. Load this up quickly. There we go. I think we'll be taking a box with us. Knife goes on there. We'll take a spare because spares are good. Yep, we want that on. Yeah, we'll have that on there. Cool. You only need to put one skull satchel. Because what happens with the system that we run is if you put multiple skull satchels in, you enter and exit the competition. So are you in? Are you out? We don't know now. We just don't know. It's the mysteries of the dance. It doesn't actually work like that, but it could. All right. So just one skull satchel is enough. Right. There we go. There we go. Right. Cool. So, got all the things from here. If I remember rightly, there's a dirty bottle in there. What else we got? It's like supermarket sweep. Look, sponge, soap. They go in the sink. Oh, look, things. What's that? There we go. There we go. There we go. And there we go. So we've got everything from in there. So a couple of things. Now, do bear in mind, I appreciate people taking the proverbial as far as what I've just asked, but I have to listen to the lady say school satchel each time. So if you cannot do that, that would be appreciated. If you carry on, well, you won't be in the stream for much longer. Okay, first little secret. Aim for that rail there. Duck and run. We're now on here. And then we run along here. See, it's for people like that I put... Oh, damn it. Damn it. Ah, shit. Okay, harmless, you can stop now or you're out. You only need to put one. And cat, just one. Otherwise, I'll ask Von to remove you. Right, so we want to run across there. You got to slowly move around here. And then up. And then we walk off here, onto here, along here, straight along there. And here we are. Lots and lots. There we go there. And there we go there. And we're done. There's all of our sweets. So we've got all of our sweets. There's a couple of other bits and pieces we can get before we go. Food. Smokes. All the smokes. A little bit of cake. One of these. Good. One of these. Oh, of course it is. Of course it is. Oh, they've taken it out. Well, I mean, I have literally just picked up the fags. So, yes, you can play farts. Right, cool. That'll do us, Von. Pick us a winner. I'll have a cigarette. Now, what I was going to do was burn the little tree here. But it looks like it's gone for now. So, hopefully, they will bring that back. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, no, the game does not tell you a lot. You can eat the cake. Very good source of stamina. I'm using headphones at the moment as far as this one's concerned. So I can't really tell you. I've got good headphones and I don't think there's going to be a lot of difference in the volume side of things. Oh yeah, everything that you can pick up in this game. Everything that's in here is useful. Cheers, Hal. Let's go there. Well done, Richard. Also, storage simulator. Because we don't need all of this. Although we could sell it, maybe. We'll take that. Keep that there. There we go. That can go there. Oh, no. Yeah, no, I'm using a... Congratulations, Richard. You're going to love this game. I do like the fact that they put sparklers in. Isn't that great? Well done. Well done, our first winner. It's good. The haptic feedback is particularly good on this game. Ah! Ooh, very good on this game. So, let's keep those there. We don't need to take 2 packets of fags with us. Now, that's one of my first top tips in this game is smoking replenishes stamina. Just so you know. Right, so the gameplay loop we are about to enter. I've got all the things. Until recently, until the most recent update, there was a little tree on here. I don't know if it appears later on. It used to be from the start of the game. But there's a little tree here, and you set it on fire, and you get a sample container, and you can sell that for cash. I mean, if you don't smoke in VR, you don't have to. Anything back here? I think there's some cigarettes. There we go. Ooh. There we go. There we go. That can go there. And I think that's everything. There used to be some extra ammunition in here once upon a time. But it doesn't look like it anymore. So, we'll pop... Let's pop that on there, like that. Cool. Alright, we'll get our first mission sorted. Sorry, I think I missed a question there. Oh, yeah, sorry, Von's already on it. Yeah, chosen... So, basically, ow. Everybody who basically puts the emoji in, Von enters all of that into her supercomputer drawing machine thing, and then does a random select, and then picks the winner out of all the names that have put an emoji in the chat. Do you know why I do that? Well, because YouTube doesn't have any kind of system for it in place anyway, and it's my way of getting more comments in the chat. I don't thank her. Okay. Who needs humble pie now, Avon? Right. No. Done. Cool. Portable copy of the map. Lovely. That's the map. Brilliant. Cheers. We do love our Von very much. Non-dominant hand over your shoulder. Yeah. I know these things. Thank you. Cool. Right. I think we're ready I think we're quite ready for another adventure. Now, let's just make sure we've got everything, because they have made some adjustments with the Quest 3 version. I was going to say the wizard behind the curses, but yeah, curtain. That's a thing. Cool. Let us make sure everything's in order. Press check to make sure that there's brass in there. Yep. 8 out of 8. Happy days. Safety. Off. Because safety... Yeah, we do practice gun safety on this channel. Except when it goes wrong. Damn, the safety's on. The safety is actually useful in this game as well, because you can get... I can't remember what they called them, but it's basically a negligent discharge that's not your fault. So, right. Safety on. Let's go. Yeah, there is always one. To be fair, Von has quite an easy... Oh, what happened there? Did I just step out of my... Did I just step out of my play space and it do that? Oh, no. That's right, we'll cut it. Yeah, it's awesome until you forget. Oh, it should do that quite quickly. Now, here's a feature that I just wanted to show off as well. Autosave. Thank God for autosave. Ooh, that's a good question. If you have friends to play with and you are looking for a multiplayer thing, then you get Dungeons of Eternity. If you are not looking for that and want that awesome single player experience, get this. Right, I think it auto-saved just before we left. Maybe not. Oh, cool. But at least there is an autosave for those times when you haven't saved. Yeah. But we got all the things. We got all the stuff. Yep. Perfect. And you can save at any time within the game, anywhere you like. But obviously be careful with your saves, because of what Vega just said, which we have done before. I mean, looks can be deceiving, Melissa. It'll be fine. Light Brigade is another great one as well. Another great single-player experience. Right, let's not step out of the thing. So, things to know. We have a night-day cycle. Time passes when we are in the radius a lot faster than when we are back at home. Back home, it passes 1-to-1 with real life. Out here, I think, because they've changed it, look at those minutes tick along. I think it's about 2.5 minutes to 2 hours, somewhere in that region. Cheers, Harmless. Thank you very much. Right. We'll get over there in a minute. We have a map system. Navigation is quite easy within the radius, in that we have an arrow representing us and pointing. So navigation is quite easy, and this is our mission that we're on. So what we're supposed to be doing here to increase our security level, which is kind of like your level up system and allow you to have better things, we need to go and recover somebody's watch. This, like this one. Bom, bom, bom. Safe houses. This is just the first map. I won't spoil it, but there are some.
Attention. This is UNPSC emergency guidance recording L1-61.
Ooh.
If you are listening to this, you are most likely suffering from one or more of the following conditions: a sense of
free loot,
disorientation, memory loss, ataxia, and visual auditory hallucinations.
memory loss.
Please
It
remain
knows me
calm.
so well.
You are experiencing the adverse effects of prolonged exposure to the Pechorsk radius. This recording was placed here by the UNPSC.
Stave your empty
guide
boxes.
affected
Don't throw them
personnel
away. There is a shop
Inside
that
this
has to
emergency
buy them.
cache,
Not
you will
worth
find
much,
a basic survival kit
but
that will get you to the nearest
we like the
research
looting.
outpost. Enter the fog to find it.
Weapon condition is a thing and causes jams. Also, cleaning weapons allows you to sell things for more, as well as the maintenance side of things. The one thing that I will say as far as the graphics is concerned on this game is, obviously, you know, they've had a little bit of a boost. We definitely have an increased visual distance within the game as well. A lot of the work that I think is being done here, though, is based on the fact that the Quest 3 lenses are a lot better. There's not a massive improvement in the game, because this doesn't, again, of course I'm going to, and I'm not sponsored to do this either, but it does look very similar to what I've seen on the Pico. But yeah, I've had a very clear Into the Radius experience. This is looking a little better. In fact, actually, look at that. That's something that I've never really noticed before. They might have actually been taken out of the Quest 2 version. I wouldn't say better. No, I think the Quest 3 is slightly ahead now. Safety check. Yeah. With these guys, center mass is their weak point. If you do not destroy their internal, they will respawn. Make sure you destroy their internal. Yeah, no, that is a bit of a crying shame that, you know, Pico hasn't got established in the States yet. Ooh, I see loot. What you got for me? Buckshot. What I like to do as well within the game is I put things that I am going to need, like med pens and knives, around the outside of the bag. Anything that we do not need right now is we put in the middle. Allows us to keep on top of things as far as inventory is concerned. And yeah, this is the big thing with the Pico at the moment, is Pico is almost where Quest 3 is now, and is a lot cheaper. Oh, is it still? Oh, it has. We're missing out here. We are missing out. We are missing out. I haven't got any ambience. This is how I record my videos, hence why those settings were down. Again, these guys are quite scary, but they're slow. Where's my torch gone? Yes, it is. Oh, would you, hang on. Oh, I'll show you guys later after the stream if someone reminds me. But basically, I've used a combination of cutting parts of the M2 off on the arms and then using cable ties. But yeah, my conversion kit is also on the way. Yeah, Quest 3 is definitely more expensive. Not by a massive amount. Music is definitely a cool thing within this game. A little bit of VR faffing. Let's get those in there like that. And the thing is, one of the big things within this game that I never talk about, and because I'm quite well practiced within this game, is when the terror hits you. When the terror hits you, and you've got all of these quite complex tasks to perform under pressure. Welcome to Into the Radius. Yeah, I've got the conversion kit on the way. This we need. Ramrod is what we need for cleaning barrels, which is the first level of condition for the guns. That we'll have. Yep, lovely. And really, Blue, come on now. I hate the... Oh, what, the default... Oh, okay, yeah. I was going to say the Mankini strap. Ooh, on the Quest 3. Jeez. Let's... Now, we do have a bit of a problem. I seem to have dropped my torch. Let's have a look, shall we? We're still at 100% and I'm streaming, but look where my brightness is. I reckon if I was to turn that up, it might... again, this is some testing that I need to do. But everything seems to be going swimmingly with the Bobo M2 at the moment, although it is on half charge, so it might be absolutely draining the hell out of it right now. Alright, let's... Normally, I would have a lovely flashlight for doing all of this, but I definitely forgot it. Without the faceplate? That you're a madman. You absolute madman. Why would you even suggest that? Oh. Godlike ammunition right there. Of the correct caliber as well. Right. Should have brought my torch. That's what we're here for. Yum yum. That's our mission objective. That can go right there. Cigarette to celebrate. We could, because I've forgotten it. I always make a point of keeping a lighter on hand, but for cigarette side of things. So one of the things that is very cool about this game is the lighting and the way that the game plays on the lighting. The conversion kit I was on... Hello. I'm not touching you. Hello, Jelly Blast. How we doing? If you go onto the Discord for Bobo, people have posted the link for it. And yes, you have to re-download all the things and the stuff. This is a very good magazine. Right. Now, as I said, to progress the written or the, you know, the story element within the game, which I will leave you guys to do, you touch Katia, you touch girl appropriately, touch her, and then she'll give you some dialogue. I'm going to stay away from that because then you've got something to play for the game for. So my next tip, there are secret stashes within the game. There's a really good one over there, and we're going here, and we are here. There's a safe house there. Let's go. If this is your first time out in the radius, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this. There are some other things that I'm going to have a look at and see if they're worthwhile going to collect along the way. Like, for instance, packet of fags. Transfer cigarettes to that one. Close the lid on that one. That can go in our storage when we get back home. We'll start using that one. And we have a spare lighter as well. Lovely. God, it's still got to be careful of these anomalies as well. Ooh. What was that, by the way? You don't have to buy it again, that's quite right. No, not a two-handed, no. We're not going to make things too easy for ourselves. I could, because that's one of the things that you can do within the game. And it's one of the things that I do love this game for as well, is I remember games like Stalker and, well, various games. That's a great find. Oh, and there's the torch that we lost earlier. Happy day. Yeah. Put that on there. That on there. This on here, because we're going to need it. Now, pocket torch. You can't angle it down, but at least now we have a light source. Smoke grenades are a bit useless. And we can also change the colour. Isn't that great? Red light. We always go red light, but we'll turn it off for now. You don't need to manage the battery life or any bits and pieces like that on your torches. But, you know, light discipline is definitely a thing in this game. There are enemies that, you know, won't detect you if you are low and lights off. And at night, after a certain time at night, the detection distance is a thing. Now, do we need to kill these? No. They're slow. Save our ammunition. However, we are going to be operating in this area. I could just go. And because we are light and have plenty of stamina, these guys will struggle to catch us. But we are going to be operating in this area quite a lot. These guys don't respawn once killed, but when the tide comes in, they will. So we'll get them dealt with for now. And we're going round here. Now, we're going along here, and we're looking here. There is a secret stash within the game. Secret stashes, I've done tutorials on where they all are, but if you want to find them yourself, there are various notes within the game. And those notes denote the secret hiding places of the things and the stuff within the game. Those secret stashes, if you know where they are there straight away. So you can play this in like your second playthrough on this game, because you'll do multiple playthroughs if you like the game, and there's reason to in this as well. It can allow you to get quite powerful guns early on. Whether you can actually buy the ammunition for them or not, though, is another thing. We want to give that area of nastiness a bit of a wide berth. There are mimics up there. So fragments are your kind of zombie style enemies. We have mimics, which are basically carbon copies of humans but with various roles. These guys here, you probably can't see from here, but they're police officers, and they're armed with pistols. They're not particularly accurate. Me running has just alerted him, so they do seem to have quite a decent detection when it comes to sound. Now, there's still time. We've still got a little bit of daylight on our side, so we might do a little bit of sneaky looting in the train station. Here is one of my favourite secret stashes. Thank you, Von. One of my favourite secret stashes is right here on the map. And the reason being is because it features one of my favourite pistols. The exceptionally awesome... if I can pick it up properly. Come on now. The exceptionally awesome TT-33. Why do I like the TT-33 so much, I hear you cry? Because it's not that great a pistol. But the reason being is because it takes the same ammunition as the gun that I use as my main. This one also has a silent... suppressor. I almost made the trip. I almost tripped then. Has a suppressor mod on it, which means that the suppressor that comes in here you can use straight off the bat. There's some ammunition for the gun also. We won't start using this straight away because we've got ammunition for the other gun. Let's have a little looty over there before we head back. We've got time. Always got time. And then this is one of the things that comes with this game as well, that whole risk-reward element, going into areas that maybe you shouldn't be, having to tackle things that maybe you shouldn't be able to go after for that high-risk, high-reward gameplay. Ideally, we've completed our mission. We completed our mission a long time ago, and we should go back and get more. But, you know, we're looting, aren't we? Maybe a little bit more. Let's go and have a look over there quick. Sound is very important in the radius. Shooting this guy may draw others from quite a distance. That's where your silencers and your suppressors come in. Have they? Yeah, I got mine. I didn't think to tell you actually, Weebs, because this is just money. They're good. And grenades. We don't like grenades. Not on this channel. No. Yeah, they do sell out pretty quickly. You've just got to keep an eye on. They have created a role at Bobo so that as soon as somebody posts that there's availability, you get a ping. I would suggest you put that role on yourself within Bobo's chat if anyone is trying to track down the conversion kit. But as I said, at the moment, mine is held together by spit, dreams, and cable ties. This is good. Healing injector. Yeah. Anything in there for us? No. Getting late. Oh, I wish I'd remembered. Do a little bit of admin whilst we're out in the field. keep these mags topped up. I've got additional ones here, so another tip that I would give you in this game is make sure you are at your maximum on everything whilst you have these lulls, and before you go into areas where you could potentially have combat. Then, you know, you can put down plenty of rounds without having to reload or mess around on the fly. Right, you have until I get home. So go ahead and get those backpacks in the chat if you would like to win a copy of the game. This spawns things. The moment you hear that lovely noise and see this bunch of arms, kill it. Otherwise, you can end up with a lot of problems. Ah, yeah. Good idea. It's because I haven't got them on my chest rig yet, so they're a bit more of a pain in the ass to use. So that spawns enemies. Make sure you take that out as quick as possible within the game. Let's get that light off a second, just in case. Ooh, hello. It's okay when it's indoors, I think. That is one of the clips that we need. This is another one of those all-important items that is literally just money. This one as well, I don't think that's a correct spawn, because that's a broken one. You're not supposed to be able to get those unless you're on a mission. One of the things that is very cool as well, because there's a lot of single bullets, and it can be quite difficult to identify what is what. When you are holding an item, if you hold X, all the information is given. Usually. Let's get those in there like that. A little cigarette, pop that in there like that. We need this for cleaning also. I think we've almost got all of the cleaning things. Right. I don't want to go and have to fight those things, so we're going back out the same way that we came. We're doing... well, this isn't a great weight, but we're still able to move pretty fast. So let's make our way out of here and go home. And we'll do it in a safe way. Oh, there's a little bit more that we can loot, maybe. A little bit. There's a little Jeep over here. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Now, that dreadful noise that you can hear is the closest thing to a jump scare enemy in the game. These are spawns, or spiders. I don't think so, but as a previous military man, red light is better than green light, as I understand it. Those leap at you. They are quite a tough enemy if you don't know how to deal with them. However, all you have to do to beat them is sidestep. They cannot hit you. Oh, there's no disadvantage. In fact, when I play this game, I do a lot of my looting at night, as well as during the day. It's just terrible and low lighting conditions, and you'll see one of the disadvantages to that later, because there are enemies that are almost invisible at a distance, and they become even more difficult to see when you are playing the game at night. So it's just, yeah, it's just lighting levels. But, like, you know, do you really want to be out here at night? Ooh, must have dropped that earlier. Kaloo-kalay. Forever dropping things in this game. Let's give him a wide berth. You can hear an anomaly over there. Now, one of the other things that you can do in this game as well, but we're just going to walk back, is you can leave the actual map to the side and you will be randomly teleported to somewhere else, but you lose 2 hours of time. Now, we could use that because the likelihood is we'll get teleported all the way across the map, but and back to home, but we'll just make our way back normally because we've got plenty of stamina and we're not that heavy, so we can move quite fast. But it's going to take me a little while to get back if I don't teleport. I was actually going to teleport, but I'm now thinking against it because I want to look at the game a little bit. All the foliage in the trees that you're seeing, that's definitely been added because there wasn't as much. You know, these areas weren't as shadowed and as dense on the Quest 2 version. So, yeah, end it there, Von. Pick us our second winner of the night. I think it's second. The hours fly by on this one, let me tell you. Like, it doesn't feel it, but if we're doing the second giveaway, then that's a good question, K2. I'm quite an old hand at this game now, and when you play it in normal, the vast majority of the anomalies are in set places. Well done, Don. I'll light a sparkler in your honor when we get back. I haven't got on, and that's an oversight, isn't it? I should have a pack of sparklers on me at all times for giveaway streams. So I know where basically the normal ones are. Ooh, let's give him a wide berth. Don't really want to fight the police mimics. We haven't got great weaponry for it. You get an idea of general locations of where they are. When you upgrade the difficulty of the game, that can all change, basically. So I'm just giving myself a bit of a casual experience whilst we just enjoy some Quest 3 gameplay. And thank you for the battery call as well. I'll check that in, or the time played. Check that in a minute. But yeah, let's get out of here. The other thing to note as well is these shadows.
It's this underlined hum again. Just got the new coil installed. Should work all right.
Sometimes have some dialogue.
Gotta lock the thing up.
I won't go into it too much, but these are basically former residents of Pachorsk that aren't killing or trying to kill you. This game. Hello, Sean. How are we doing? Do you like the it's nice, actually, yeah. Let's see, I'm not on one of these streams because you stream this game a lot. It has been out for quite a while, yeah, it has been out for quite a while. It's been out for quite a while on PC VR, and it came across to Quest probably in the last, what, year or so, I think it was? Something like that. A little bit more looting to do here. Cheers, Blue! See you later, mate. Hello, Norb. Woo! A Red Bull. Well, we've got an external battery on tonight, so we shall see if I get any issues, but I don't think I'm gonna, you know. But, you know, famous last words. We're also streaming, so I'm really putting this one through the mill as far as that is concerned. Any more to be looted? No, we're all good. I didn't even check this Jeep on the way in. Look at that little free flashlight there. Excellent. And some probes. But yeah, these probes are not so good. They don't have the little nipple tassels on the end of them, so they're a little bit more difficult to see. Whereas with the advanced probes, as you can see, we have inbuilt nipple tassels on them, like that. So yeah, advanced probes, would you believe it, better than normal probes. Back to base! And that, in its simplest and easiest form, is the gameplay loop. But one of the cool things about this game is you can push, and you can do whatever you like, at whatever stage of the game that you like. So for somebody like me who's played this game a lot, if I want to, I can venture into the very last area of the game and start operating there and get the higher level of loot. You can only progress through the game at a certain rate because different missions come up. The mission that we did is a specific mission that is designed within the game to advance the storyline. To get those missions, you need to do kind of standard missions. The whole reason why we're here is for research purposes and to also find, well, I think we're supposed to be finding a cure, but yeah. Here you go. I haven't got a sparkler, but just for you, Don Mats, a little bit of cake in celebration. There we go. Right, so we're still kind of in the tutorial at the moment because we did that first mission. And here is the shop. Shop over there. All the good stuff that we can buy. No human interaction within this game. No other people. Definitely gives that old school Fallout 3 vibe. Where back in the day when Fallout used to be a desolate game and you never saw much or anything. And you had those long slogs and long travels. So 1 hour playtime, battery is at 100%. Bobo is at 1 bar. So let's get that changed over. Let's get another 3 in there. Let's get that one back on. And then let's get back in. So yeah, I haven't got this on standard brightness, and I think it comes at like 75% up on the game. I always turn the brightness down on the Quest 2. I always did. I always turn the brightness down on everything. And that harks back to my mobile phone days, because reducing the brightness of screens increased battery life on phones. I mean, it kind of increases battery life on anything. So there you go. Turn the things off that you don't need. So we've got to deliver the little watch. If I can find it within my things. There it is. Lovely. Thank you. Thank you. I know these things. Tutorial's actually very good and very intuitive in this game, but I'm just obviously leaping through it. Complete the mission. We have increased our security level. We've got money. Happy days. Because I put the tutorial on. So now another thing that we have to do is we have to go into the shooting range to train to kind of earn our security level, which we will do. Yeah, we'll do now. The other thing that's very cool about this game as well is this is all yours. And you can drop, I mean, even the radius is technically yours as well in those regards. You can drop anything that you want to anywhere. You want to make a stash pile of your guns over by those barrels? You can do it. You want to put all your magazines down the side of that crate there? You can do it. Do you want to have all of your food lined up along the couch or on the shelves or on the workbenches? And you can do what you want to do, and you can kind of customize the base as you want it and put various things in. The one thing that I will say is the Quest 2 was able to handle a ridiculous number of bits and pieces in your base before it started slowing down. So Q3 is going to be even better for doing that little thing. What we're going to do here, like for instance, this is a great little workbench that you can just drop guns on that you might be repairing later or possibly using. There we go. There we go. We'll sort most of this out in a minute. So one of the things that I am going to try and cut down on, we'll do a little bit of this style of thing within the game, as in the loot in and the loop access. Oh, I can't even do it because let's go and get this security level done. Off we go. And then I'll show you the other part of the gameplay loop as well, which is the cool bit, coming back and selling all of that shit for more money. More money and a higher security level allows you to advance within the game and get better weaponry and better ammunition for that weaponry, and also additional things for it. We're actually going to be given some money for doing this as well. Lovely. Lovely. J. Cobra International Man of Mystery, is it? So, let's go and have a look.
Welcome back, Explorer. This is the
Hello, God Voice.
UNPSC training facility. To confirm your access level, you must pass a qualification test. Upon completing the procedure, you will be granted rights to buy better equipment.
Pick up the knife from distance, hold trigger to select, and then press grip. So, the holding trigger puts the box on it, pressing grip teleports it to your hand. That was rubbish. You have got the ability to... Can you do it with that one? Yes, you can. You have got the ability to put the knives into throw-in mode, but I never find that... Oh, actually, no, that has improved with the tracking side of things, you know. That's actually pretty good. But what I like to do, I hold grip and... Well, no, because I never listen to the voice in games. I'd love to be a merchant in somebody's game. That would be great. So, with the knives, you can press trigger, or you can press and hold trigger, and then let go for throw-in. One of the ones that I like is basically kind of a lot of games in VR benefit from this kind of like punching or stabbing motion, and then letting go of grip for a decent level of accuracy. Look at that. I've like Robin Hooded those knives. That's how accurate the whole push technique is. Can I get a third one on there? Can you get a third one? Damn, so close. But you and then at these short ranges, you can kind of make the knives go where you want. Ooh. Anyway, that's getting better. That's actually a lot better now on the Quest 3. That used to be very difficult. Still not particularly comfortable with throwing grenades though. So yeah, maybe we'll stay away from that. So this gives you an idea now of what we're going to do as far as this bit is kind of like training for investigating the anomaly fields. And we get the nipple tassel ones as well again. Yeah, my money's on Von as well. It's getting, like, I think it might be as much to do with the tracking as anything else. So, I'm getting on very well, very nicely. If anything, the graphics upgrade, it's good on the Quest 3. The lenses are obviously great. The big thing for me is the tracking just seems absolutely cracking at the moment. Really good. Here's our detector. This is why we go into the nasty, nasty anomaly fields. Because we get to play the detection minigame. Detecting basically works along the lines of when it's clicking, you're near an artifact. When it's blue, you are pointing in the wrong direction. The stronger green means that you're in the right direction, and then the faster the ping, the closer you are getting. And then we hit the trigger. And look at that. The most powerful weapon in the game. I am Potato Artifact. Now, funny thing is, you can't actually make that out on the Quest 2. But on the Quest 3 you can. Yum, 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 yum. Lovely. Potato Artifacts always get eaten on my watch. So we've got another one to find. Oh no. So technically, I think the rift, i.e. the thing that spawns things, is technically an anomaly because it's not an enemy, but we can use the detector to find it, and, you know, normally that would be it. Nailed it. Another potato artifact. Hi, I'm Potato Artifact. Can you guys see that? It's a little bit blurry up close, but if I get it at the right point for me, I can see it just fine. And again, as I said, you couldn't see I'm a Potato Artifact. Yum, yum, yum. Powerful weapons and potato artifacts. And good eating! Right. Let's carry on, shall we? Hear that noise? get your map out, it's in your side slot. This is an important mechanic, very important. The noise comes from the tide meter gadget on top of the map thing. Oh, I'll tell them what the tide is. Yeah. So we'll turn that alarm off. So basically, every 3 days, in 3 days, 16 hours and 52 minutes, a tide will sweep across the radius, replacing all loot and enemies. That's as brief a description as I can give you. Let's get our... see, it was all a trick. All an editing trick. I didn't eat the potato. Yeah, that is, like, even right up close to my face, that is incredibly legible. And about here is perfect. I can see that that says, I'm potato artifact. But that's not true. I'm not. I'm a real boy. Anyway. So, another important part of the game is keeping on top of your weapons and their condition, which we talked about earlier. Holding the B or Y or B button on the respective controller brings up information about the thing that you are doing. Load the gun and shoot the targets. Yep. When your gun jams, rack to unslide. So, jamming. The Zenny lenses are perfect, actually. So, look here. We've already had a jam. And we've had... Try and get back in the light. This is because the gun is in poor condition. But you can also get jams if the magazines are in poor condition as well. So, you've got to keep on top of both. And you can see that we've got a empty casing stuck in the working mechanism. So to clear that, just have to slide and rack it. But you don't want jams in combat, and then it's all about... Oh, I'll do it again now. And then it's all about prep and being considerate with your ventures into the radius. And it's a very cool thing because we don't have that in any other games. We'll press check, make sure we haven't already. Yep, I can see brass. There we go. Click, click, click. Right, let's stay here. So, moral of the story, keep on top of your weapons so that you don't get jams whilst you are out fighting things that fight back. Now, here's how we clean. Grab the gun from the desk. Put the PM in the vise. You don't have to put weapons in the vise to clean, but it does help. It also displays the condition. I will flip through quite a bit of this, and I'll do the talking here. We've got oil spray here, toothbrush here, and then if I remember rightly, loo roll and cleaning rod in here. Hello, cat. How we doing? So, I'll tell you all about how this works because I can be quicker. You're not gonna. You gonna allow me? Oh yeah. Thank you. Okay, so the way the game works, if the gun is in yellow, you need to brush and oil first. Once it's in blue condition, that's when you need to use the ramrod and toilet paper. And we do that like this. Little pass of spray. And then let's get that nasty off of the PM. So that's got it up to blue. And then once it's at blue, we then pop a little bit of toilet paper on there and clean the barrel. And again, it's another thing that I do like doing on this game is you'll find a lot of guns that are in bad condition, and if you take the time to clean them, you can sell them for more, and so you get a nice big collection together, and then you know, just set up a little sweatshop where you're cleaning all the guns. And there we go. Clean as a whistle. Look, you can look right down there and see that there's no dirt whatsoever. So we know about cleaning. We know about misfires
Despite our
and jams.
best efforts, the only ones able to enter the radius, the former inhabitants of Pechorsk, die of organ failure if leaving the 2-kilometer zone around it. The committee needs your help in exploring the phenomenon and finding a cure. The radius is clearly hostile, and only you can shield humanity from its dangers.
Champion. So there you go. A little bit of story as to the whys we are here. Ish. Alright. Quick drink of water whilst we... Oh, actually, I'll get the loading screen going. Well, it's only an hour and a half, J Cobra. What, you trying to get me to do another giveaway quick? So, again, even the night-day cycle changes here as well within base, and then various lights come on and bits and bobs. As I was saying before as well, there's lots of places for you to store your various bits and pieces and your things and your stuff. Right. Let's get us another mission, shall we? That's right, Von will call it now. We also get our first new weapon, which is actually quite a good one. So, Total Recall Permve route. What? No, it's not. No. You mean 1.5 hours? Surely. I mean, I know I get into this game, but, you know. Von, I mean, I know you're a librarian, and this is what you get for trying to deceive me. There we go. That's just for Von trying to deceive. 12 mods, yeah. I got such good mods. Such good mods. Exactly. You did, but that's what happens to your books. Oh, come on, out of there now. Right, so we have a new mission. We've got an area to go to, and we've got things to get. Couple of things with the shotgun. You can load it by kind of spawning the round from the packet and putting it straight in. You can grab and place the round straight into the gun. Power Exemplar, and you can do the little flicky thing as well. You can put rounds into here for somewhere where you can grab ammunition from for quick loading. You can also put them in by hand, but here's a top tip. Pop all your shotgun shells into your pouch, and then you can simply pouch dip to refill your ammunition. Nowhere in the game does it say that that is actually a thing, and it does make shotguns that little bit more viable. Why is that book stuck in there? These books don't belong in here. This is my storage. I'll reclaim it. There we go. Might use those. They never really stay shut. Pre-warning for nudge. So, here's some things that I like to do. There is a guitar in this game. Oh, it's Y, isn't it? There we go. See, I'm very musically talented. See, isn't that great? That you can actually play the guitar. But you know what's better? Okay, how's about this one for you? This is my #1 top hit. There will be some people that know exactly what I'm going to play at the moment. I sell the guitar because it's worth £755 or dollars. Bye-bye. It's all good money. We like money. And you can rebuy the guitar if you want to, but at the start of the game, $750 added on to what you already have is good money, and we like lots of money. Right, empty boxes, 410, 413. Shop, that's what we'll call whoever it is automated. This is like one of those self-service things, but it works for sale. This will buy anything that we put in here. £3. $3 for an empty box. It's good money. It's good money. Right, probably not going to use that. We do want to keep plenty of fags. We don't need much in the ways of food. Some of these things are useful. That's not sellable at the moment. Grenades can go in there. Shotgun shells can go in the pouch, in the bottom for the pouch dip. Pineapple I want to keep, just in case. I'll explain a little bit about the hunger system in a minute, but we don't need to worry about it because we smoke in VR. Someone trying to nudge me again. I'm getting there. Just give me a second. We don't need... we'll take some extra knives. That's a flare. That's just money. So's that. Smoke grenades aren't very good in this game, unfortunately. Don't need that, or that, or that, or that, or that. We'll keep those. Keep the extra rounds. Got lots of boxes of ammunition. I'll sort that all out later. That'll do us. Sell. That's our money. And then there's... as you go through the various security levels, things like headlamps come into the game later on, which then stops you having to rely on pocket torches and other lighting sources, which is really cool because then it frees up things about your person. There is recreational goods, so we can rebuy the guitar, and there's sunflower seeds as well, which I have yet to play with yet, but I think they're actually quite good. Let's... These are the new edible within the game. Pop one. Ooh, pop one out. And so we eat roasted sunflower seeds now. And make a mess. Isn't that disgusting? Brilliant. Right, yeah, go on, Von, I assume you're ready. Right, so, start school satchels from now. So, pop them in the chat. So, yeah, school satchels in the chat for a chance of winning a copy of the game. So, there's lots of various bits and pieces. A lot of what you can find in the shop, you can actually find out in the radius, so you can save having to buy it. There are some notable exceptions. Armor, gas masks cannot be found. A lot of the attachments cannot be found as loot, but you can find them in those secret stashes that I've talked about. There's lots of attachments for the various different guns within the game, such as weapon flashlights, laser pointers, scopes, and so on. And then look at all of these weapons. Hello, Momity. And the ammunition, and there's different kinds of ammunition within the game as well. I'm just looking at the different weapons. Oh, isn't she beautiful? Look at that PPSH. We've got the revolver I do want to play with, because I've had a little bit of a go with it, but not live. But the revolver's just been added to the game, which is very cool. Yes, you can play Russian roulette with it. Lots of different shotguns for you shotgun enthusiast. And AKS, AKSs, M4, s.t.a.l.k.e.r. More AK variations in the SKS there as well. Groza and s.t.a.l.k.e.r. These ones are your more silent built. I think they're both built-in silencers, which is very cool and gives you. But they're quite weak round-wise. Groza under slung grenade launcher attachment straight off the bat. Fouls, FN Foul and the FN-17 read Scar there. more M14. Where's Radius when we need him, eh? He literally mentions this rifle every time I play any game. The one time I'm playing it and pointing it. Where is he? Where is he? There's the Mosin Nagant. And you've also got the Tiger rifle as well. So, a nice selection of weapons and items and all sorts of bits and pieces. But for now, we're just going to carry on with what we have because we don't need to go much more than this. Ooh! One thing I have... Yeah, though we do have a man with an M14 button. All of the weapons are also upgradable as well. Now, normally I wouldn't do this, but there is something that I got the other day. I've got the supporters pack for this. Now, it's like £4.50 for a handful of gun camos. I don't know how well they look, and unfortunately the camos are for... Actually, that is pretty good. Unfortunately, the camos are for guns that you won't be using an awful lot. But if I remember rightly, one of them is for the Mosin. So, just normal cigarettes. So, yeah, that's actually quite nice, though. And we're going to be using that a little bit. Happy days. Oh, where did I put the... Gonna have to re-up in a minute as well. Bit of cake. Lovely. Right, I think we need another mission. Let's have a look-see. We don't need all of these bits and pieces. What I try and do... I try and be clean and tidy, usually. But what I'm going to try and do within these... What I try and do in these streams is all of the bits and pieces. Because, like, you know, I could spend forever... Come on. Go. Ah, you do work sometimes, don't you? There we go. Transferring things across and making empty boxes and, you know, keeping on top of these bits and pieces. There we go. Keeping it all nice and neat and tidy. And what I like to do when I'm doing proper streams of this, not giveaway ones, is I'll just dump everything on the floor and tidy it up in my own time, just to keep us out there and in the radius. But I'll give you a little bit of an idea of the kind of things that you have to do within the game. And I know how it looks. I am messy because streaming. I know how it looks in that, you know, this looks like, to some people they'll be like, oh my god, this is just basically Job Simulator or something along those lines. There's something very cool about having to do all of this. There really is. Pop, pop, pop. That can go there. That can go there. I will tidy it all up later. Those can go there. Oh, we're security level 1 at the moment, mate. So, yeah, don't expect anything from me. Not right now. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right, cool. Von, pick us our winner. That can go there. And we've got some cigarettes to go out with. We don't need to take the ramrod, but we are going to need that for later on. Let's put that and the toothbrush over by our repair station. There we go, there we go, there. Here's, oh, here we go. PM, AKS, the IZH-81, that's one of the shotguns. OTS-33 is the automatic pistol. And the Mosin, that's a good shout. The Mosin will look lovely in that. But yeah, as I said, what I try to, when I play the game, I try to do as little of this as I can during the stream and just get out there and do missions. Well done, Mr. Spacebucks. Oh, we're back at base, so I tell you what we'll do. We'll... So there you go. So there's one for Mr. Spacebucks. And can I light my cigarette on that? And one for... Who's the other winner? Line? I can't remember. Can't remember. But there you go. Congratulations. Right. We'll get back out there, but it's still late. Now, another thing. Oh, it was Dom, wasn't it? Yes. That other firework was for Dom Metz. Now, the other thing within the game as well is this timing system. We want to sleep in the game. We want to sleep as little as possible because remember about the tide mechanic? The more time we spend sleeping, the sooner the tide will come in, which will refresh all the loot, but refresh all of the enemies that we've killed as well. There is no penalty for not getting your 7 or 8 hours a day or whatever you sleep on. The one thing that will happen within the game, though, is as long as you sleep to the next hour, you get a full heal, which I will demonstrate. So if we're at 22:22, if we slept for, be it 40 minutes or 40 hours, we would replenish our health to top, as you can see there. But what we want to do is we're kind of for the role playing it a little bit, and we're going to get a proper night's sleep, go out there at 6 a.m. and see how we go. But you've also got to remember as well is time moves normally here, but then faster when we are actually in the radius. Now, stamina-wise, we're good, but that's because I do a lot of smoking in this game. Normally, you have to eat. I'll give you a quick idea of how you eat. Open the can, and then use your cleanest knife to feed yourself from the can. Something else that you can do in the game, if you so desire, is you can take these chunks, remove them off of the knife, and then put them about your person. So you can kind of like make little trail snacks. We'll maybe eat that later. Says nowhere in the game that you can actually do that either. So again, another good thing. We'll tidy that up later. Probably not. We've also got pineapple as well. I think you saw the sunflower seeds. And yeah, lots and lots of bits and pieces. There's also some Tashanka there as well. So, and you've also got snacks and drinks. These basically all replenish your stamina. The way the stamina system works... Oh, is there something wrong with the end of my finger there? The way the stamina system works is the worse you are on stamina, the less you can run, and the sooner you'll run out of stamina. Basically, as you start getting hungry, you get little yellow dots here, and then you just replenish those yellow dots by eating. There is, again, no disadvantage to not feeding yourself regularly within the game. Maybe they should be, but it would just, you know, I think games like Green Hell do a really good job of those things. But yeah, as you say, more hunger, less stamina, but it's easy to replenish. And then the other thing as well is if you stay on top of your smoking side of things and become a 20 a day VR smoker just like me, then you never have to worry about your stamina because smoking replenishes stamina within this game. And it's also the most efficient way to do it as well, because you, as long as you are sticking fags in your gob pretty regularly, like I do, then you never have to eat. And you can actually take out the cigarette and put it back in to draw on the cigarette faster. You have to wait for the smoke to exhale, then you take it out, put it back in again. Consuming an entire cigarette adds 1 stamina back. Thankfully, I've got my vape, so I get the best of both worlds. So, brilliant. Right now, we need to go up here. We're going to... There's the light, there he is. We're going to this part on the map here. So we want to go up through that forest. We're going to probably go around the long way, or we might cut across here. I'm sure there'll be some filthy loot we can do along the way. That is quite low level lighting at the moment. No, I haven't, Vega. It's eluding me. I've got an idea, though. It might be specific cigarettes that you can pick up in the radius. I found 3 on a bridge in Padeba Factory, and just putting it in my mouth and leaving it there seemed... more testing required, but seemed to mean that my stamina wasn't going down, which was nice. Now, we've got no rush because I'd like a little bit more daylight by the time we get to our destination, just to make things a little bit easier. Yeah, on Podaba Factory in towards the, where would it be? Northwest of the map, there's a big highway bridge. Ooh. And on that highway bridge... Ooh. Piece of shotgun. You can pop things into here. Yeah, on that bridge there's 3... Rude. There's 3 cigarettes lined up on the side, and they already look lit, but you can light them and smoke them. And I'm pretty sure... Oh, there he is. You can hear those voice lines. Oh my god, that shooting was terrible. Easy. Looks like there's some loot in there for us. Another gun to repair. Lovely. Bullets of some sort of nature. Subsonic rounds are your less damaging, quieter rounds. Which is, well, I don't play with them a lot because less damage on guns is not good, especially when they're actually quite expensive as well. Right, let's carry on because we've got an objective to go and get, and we've only got so much daylight. But yeah, there are... I'm still trying to track down the Infinity cigarette. So, one day we'll find it. Right, quick check, make sure we're good on that. Probably don't need our light on, but note how we shone the light at him and he's straight on us. Could have probably got a little bit closer. Shotguns are all right against spawns or spiders, whatever you want to call them, but they do feel, it does feel like a bit of a waste on these. Note how I've strafed. Strafe out of the way, and jobs are good. Again, with the shotgun on spawn on fragments, if you aim for centre mass with buckshot, a lot of the time you can destroy the fragment and its heart if you are close and do them in one shot, which is nice. Lovely. Now let's get that loot. I think I've already got one for the amount of VR cigarettes that I smoked, to be honest with you, cat. Let's get that in there. Shotguns are very, very good in this game. Little pouch tip to get the ammunition back out of there and get us back up to top. I do find that that pouch tip is very efficient and makes shotguns are already viable, makes them even more so. They come in 2 flavours as well, which I'll have a video on soon. But you have the red shells, which are your buckshots, your spread ones that have a lot of damage drop off and close range. You have blue ones as well, which can make this quite a viable sniper rifle, if you believe that. So, well, not viable, but you can definitely increase its range by a lot. So here's our compound that we want to go and investigate. Now, I don't think we need that light yet. Now, note again, we are operating in this area and I'm not going to be leaving anytime soon, so it is worth my time to deal. I've barely used them, if I'm honest, Norb. It's not a sniping game for me. But then that's the thing, is like I'll do a stream or I'll do a playthrough where I'll force myself onto weapons that I'm not familiar with or not particularly good at, and it will definitely change the way that you can play the game. The sniping gameplay is great on this. Again, like especially with things like bolt action rifles and such, and then this increased draw distance. We got a bit of morning mist, as you can see here, but this increased draw distance that you get from the Quest 3 will really help with the sniping side of things. Now, that white staticky noise is another one of those rifts. We need to deal with that fast, otherwise it will spawn more. It's not in this one. I'm going to need the light on in a minute. See that? Barely. He's worth a pistol shot. Those are phantoms. They are a faster, lighter version. Where's that cop? He's over there. A faster, lighter version. Very difficult to see at night. They're the ones that will sneak up on you. Where's he gone? Can't see him. Right, let's take this out quick. The gas cans, you can shoot them. I haven't got time for that at the moment, and they will explode. Where's this guy? Don't know if you can see him or not. I turn the light off, he's almost invisible. Though the phantoms don't have a core. So nothing more to destroy than them themselves. Where are you? There you are. Easy. Step. Shooting them, yeah. No, that is a cool feature. Ooh, look. Pay dirt. It pays to explore. Bullet is for a weapon that we are going to be using later. Usual stuff as well. You've got your shoulder holster as well. Sorry, you've got your over the shoulder for your two-handers, and then obviously your pistol one we have here. Lost logs, again, I'm not going to read through those. It's just more story and more various bits and pieces. Once it is worth noting, once you pick up one of these notes, it then will be in your bag when you get back to base, so you can file it away under MISC. Right, let us... No. Rid of that. Pop that there. You can work the action just by pressing the button on the controller to reload. So again, a lot of attention to detail on these bits and pieces as well. Now, remember how I said that whilst you've got the time to re-up if you have the various bits and pieces, it's always a good idea. Shotgun shells we're good on. We've got a couple of empty mags. One of the things that you can do, I like to put my empties in here, but that can become a bit of a disaster. One of the things that you can do is, instead of taking the full 4, take 3, and then you've always got a spare for putting your empties in. But I usually take 4 and then just make use of that last one. I don't think we've got any ammunition left, so we'll just have to make do with what we've got. We've got loads of shotgun ammo, so we'll be good. Before we go and get the objective, which is in there now that we've cleared this area, let's go up the top there. Again, I'm not going to touch girl. You can do that in your own time. Now, another little secret, just above. So this is the second of 3 secrets within Permavay route, which is this map. It's just here on the map. And the way that we get to it is we need to be up there. And the way that you can get there is, see this little support beam stanchion thing that's fallen? We'll walk up here and walk along here. There can sometimes be a crate up here as well, so it's definitely worth your time coming up and having a look. As I said, one of the stash notes points to this as a secret location, and you can see here that we can then just walk off this on top of here. And there is is that G17? Yeah, G17 with a mag. It's in rubbish condition, so we wouldn't be able to repair that manually. We would have to pay for the repair. Another top tip of these guns is, if you find something that you want to use and you like it, or you even want to just try out, it is better to repair a busted gun than it is to buy brand new. And they both get up to the same condition, so there's no difference. It's like, you know, clean off the muck and a second-hand thing looks brand new, right? So let's go and finish off the looting in here, because that's the shard that we want, because those ones are instantly sellable. Cigarette, don't mind if I do. And we've got a packet there, lovely, excellent. Worth a look in these. I know, right? I'll leave that to you lot. Look, if I was going to touch Katia, it would be appropriately, if that is a thing that you can do. But I said the reason why I'm not doing it is because then you guys have got some story to experience. I've done it countless times, so. And you don't need to experience any story within this game to enjoy it, which again is something that I really like about games. If there's story and I want to engage in it, happy days. If there's not, and I can just enjoy the game and the gameplay loop and the play, brilliant. I don't want to be force-fed story because I'm not really a story guy anymore. I've played a lot of story games. This is that black grass that we were talking about. Light sources. If I walk into that, it will damage me. Light sources cause it to grow and grow down. Jesus Christ. Cause it to wilt temporarily so they can walk past. There's things similar to spiders. I mean, possibly. I've seen a challenge on Icarus's challenge. He's a big streamer and lover of this game. I've seen a stream on his, or a video that he's done on getting 2 end game weapons and getting all of the shortcuts unlocked in the quickest time. He's got his to just over 10 minutes. I know I can get that lower, definitely, because there's lots of little tips and tricks that I could put into what he's doing. I reckon I could possibly get that down to as low as about 6 minutes, maybe even lower. So, right, looting our filthy little heart out. We'll probably see some of those later on. I mean, depending on the mission, we might be able to might be capable of doing that, because as I said, when you can throw them well, and as I said, one of the things that I'm actually quite happy about is there is the ability to, you hold trigger and you put the knife into like a throw-in mode, and then just, oh, that might be gone now. Oh dear. F's in the chat for that knife. So, but the throw-ins really has actually become a lot more accurate now with this increase of the controller tracking. That's the word that we were looking for. Oh, you can also pick these up. And if you have a weak enough weapon, you can kind of make a little bit of an IED. Well, kinda. Better save it first. So, if your weapon is too strong, or depending on the condition of these that you can't actually check, you can destroy these in one. So this will look either great or not. Thank you, Vaughn. I think that works quite nicely. Some guns, one bullet will do that. I think I could do that. But I don't know if it would be entertaining to watch or not. Maybe when we start coming up against the tougher enemies. Yeah, no, I'll bet. I'm definitely finding that the controller tracking is very good. Very good. I mean, you know, it's good on the Quest 2. It is better, in my opinion, on the Quest 3. Getting used... There's a little bit of a change for me, in controller orientation. Oh, that photo trap hasn't done very well. Don't think these things can be destroyed. These ones, thankfully, are not affected by their condition as far as sale price is concerned. So, and you can't repair them anyway. You can, however, repair mags. Oh, God. That one is... Got it ready. Warning for last nudge. Okay, cool. Yeah, I will do. Toilet roll. The last piece of the puzzle that we need for gun cleaning and maintenance. Happy day, s.t.a.l.k.e.r. Right, hang on. Bear with them. We'll start the last one in just a minute. But let's have a quick look at the battery. So I am now at 99%, which is probably a good indication that my battery... Oh no, my battery is still in. So I have dropped ever so slightly there, But, you know, it's been at 100% for the entirety of the stream. And not only am I playing a game that I'd imagine is using the power of the Quest 3, but we are also streaming at the same time as well. And as I said, the only thing that I've done that I haven't heard anybody talking about is turn the brightness down a little bit. So, let us... Oh, was there anything on that Jeep? Let's have a quick look. Oh, God, look at this. Missing out on free shotgun rounds. Anything in there for me? Holding your hand over places of interest and holding trigger can sometimes lock onto things that are there. And you can then zoom them up with the grip button. But yeah, go on then, get the... let's get that last key given away. And one of the things that I would say as well is stick around after this giveaway, because I am going to, within the next week, have a way for you to have another chance at winning this game. So yeah, backpacks in the chat if you would like to win a copy of the game. I am hoping to give at least another 5 or 6 copies of this game away for the Quest. And in addition to that, another load for the Steam version of the game as well. So that will be coming soon, but we won't be doing that on a live stream. I'll be running that competition through one of my Tips in 30 Ticks big compilation videos, which should be coming out soon. I will make as much song and dance as I can in the Discord, and all I'm probably going to require is people to leave a comment with their Discord name and the key that they want to go for. So that's potentially another 14 chances to win the game after tonight. And then if you really need to buy this game right now, even if you don't win it tonight, I will drop my 25% discount code in the comments of this live stream once we've finished. So if you really want to get it and you were unlucky tonight, then you can do. But yeah, so as I say, I've got a video coming out soon, which I will run a competition on. Why am I doing that? I've got lots of game keys to give away. Yeah, go on, give me a hard challenge. I mean, I'm not going to do any whilst I'm in this, but not whilst I'm trying to show the game off. Hey, that is our objective. We're here for the film. So let's pop that there so we can see it. Another pack of smokes there. Happy days. Let's transfer some across into that one. Can we empty a pack? Oh, maybe. Drop one. Butterfingers. Sells for $5. Good money. Good money for old rope. And the best part is the shop can't say no. Make sure you check. That wasn't very well hidden, was it? Make sure you check those cupboards for the cleaning stuff. We don't need too many toothbrushes. No weapons? A pacifist? Ah, here we go. Cassettes. With what you were saying earlier, Weebs, about the... So one of the things for anybody who's got a ProTube, the Quest 2 ProTube cups will fit the Quest 3. The problem is you would need to stay light, and the sneaking mechanics in this game aren't good enough for you to be to make your way through the game as a... Ooh, didn't even know you could touch that. Is it gone? Ooh. Well, I think we broke it. Is it an actual item? No, it's not. It's not something that we can take back with us. Oh, definitely broke that. Sorry, the radius. So, yeah, the Quest 2 cups, if you are a ProTube user, will fit the Quest 3 very nicely. The developers of the ProTube stuff have said, though, that there are obstructions on the Quest 2 tubes that can potentially get in the way of some of the tracking. And I've got the Quest 3 ones, And the only real difference is you can... Oh, the controller might be in the way. Yeah, the actual controller's in the way. There's a little hole. Yeah, there's a little hole at the bottom, which I think that's where one of the tracks... It's about there. About there. That's where one of the tracking nodules is placed, apparently. So that's part of the reason why you're supposed to get them. But I'll be honest with you, I tried the Quest 3 controllers with the Quest 2 grips on IDU, and I didn't see any difference in the tracking as to what I'm seeing now. So I don't think it's a line. I think it genuinely is a thing. But, you know, you never know, do you? People got to sell them things, don't they? So... And as far as the challenge is concerned, I mean, I guess you could, but a pacifist run on this game, no killing anything? I mean, you could do it. I'm sure you could do it. I'll be honest, like, a pacifist run in a game like this, I don't know, it doesn't... There's a lot of things that would appeal to me, but I don't know if that would be one of them. It does sound like a great challenge, though. It might be the sort of thing that I'll do in my own time. The thing is, I would imagine it's possible. So, right, you have until I finish looting this place. And we're on the way home. So, yeah, if you're just joining us and you want to win a copy of the game, backpack's in the chat. Let's get that out the way. Straight in there. The thing is, with a game like this, there's too many things that I like. Ow. There's too many things that I like within the game. And, like, you know, gun mechanics is definitely one of them. And the whole looting side of things is another. I'm trying to think of any parts where you wouldn't. Actually, I can tell you one thing. Oh, hang on a sec. Let me just get into this room a second. Oh, we've done this one. I can tell you one thing, J Cobra. I'll just call you Cobra. I usually do. One problem that you will have with that is you would get to the point where you wouldn't be able to advance through the game because there is, I can think of multiple missions where you would actually have to kill a rift to get the broken shard or the shards or the various bits and pieces. I'm sure there's ones that are related to game progress, and if they're not related to, well, all missions are related to game progress. So if you came with one of those missions, I mean, the workaround is you could just ignore that mission. I'm trying to think if there is any missions that you would have to do where you have to kill a rift, and so you would have to resort to violence to be able to get past them. Right, we've finished looting. Call it there. Get us our last winner, Bon. And so, yeah, whilst I have artifact hunting missions should be fine as long as you're allowed to use these, and as long as you're able to use with enemies. I mean, they could be difficult, but you'd be able, I think you'd be able to do them. Well done, Clave. Excellent work, sir. I mean, I'll smoke a cigarette in your honour. I don't have any sparklers on me at the moment. So, congratulations to our winners tonight. As I said, so whilst I have some of your guys... Ow! Whilst I have some of your guys' attention, and before you leave, I am hoping to do another giveaway with one of my big tips and tricks videos very soon. I'll mention it lots and lots on the channel, so watch this space, but that video should be dropping by Saturday next week. I'm going to try and do it Saturday, drop that video Saturday next week, and there'll be at least, I'd say, 5 or 6 Quest 2 keys, as well as 7 Steam keys for the game. You can't get me up here. Ow, you can get me up here. Uh-oh. What's that doing? I don't know why I was just asked permission to do things then, but it got me killed. Where's the autosave? Ugh. But yeah, so I have 7 copies to give away on the Steam, and probably about the same. Yes, I am going to definitely be doing some tips and tricks videos for dungeons. I hope you all just saw that as well, that absolute travesty. Right, what am I missing? Got the photo film, that's good. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I didn't even move within my boundary. It just flashed up with, can we have your permission to do a load of things? Oh, whilst we're getting it, you're going to get killed by an enemy in the game. Thanks very much. Cheers, Meta. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just playing games here. Live streaming for you, showing off your games. You're going to be killed. Right, let's try that again, shall we? This is why you should always kill enemies. I thought that was something catastrophic with the battery, but lovely. Oh, maybe it was, Weebs. Maybe it was. No, you can sit there and rot with your zip ties and smashed up stuff. Right, that's all of those there. That's look at this. This is one of our sleeping areas. Literally a fucking stinking hole in the ground. But there is loot down here, so we'll have it before we return. Lovely. Yep. Yeah, quick, go, quick. Yeah, I'll take the discount. I'll get out of the way. I'm dying here. I mean, the thing is, it is quite hand-to-hand combat in this game as far as the knives is concerned. As long as you've got plenty of knives, you are quite dangerous within the game. So the only things that would be a real challenge would be the gun-wielding enemies. Part and parcel of the problem with doing a hand-to-hand combat challenge within a game like this is enemies can almost detect you without even seeing you. They haven't got like a field of vision per se. They've got like an area of activation, which can make sneaking past enemies incredibly difficult, which would be one of the only problems that you would have. Right. Let's head on back with our loot, get that mission completed. We'll go up another security level. Now, after these first 2 security levels, oh, actually, there's something up there that I want to have a look at. The one thing to note as well, as far as the loot is concerned, is the loot does spawn in set places, but the loot is randomized, as well as, I mean, some quite often the same thing, but the loot is randomized and sometimes cannot appear. So, for instance, there is usually one of these metal containers, which are the better, usually the better containers for you to find as far as loot is concerned on the hood of this car. But then, you know, the next time the tide resets it, this might not be here. Oh, give me. PPSH mag, my favourite. That's ammunition for what we have. So let's get this done and reloaded now. Let's make this into a full box. Lovely. Get these into here like that. Empty box. Most people just throw these away. I don't know why. I like money. Let's pop those in there. Some more buckshot. I'm planning on using shotgun rounds for a very long time. So let's pop them all in there. For pouch dip, 2 extra empty boxes. Bear in mind that does add to your weight as well, and the more weighty you are in this game, the slower you get. We're at kind of like mid-weight. Once you get up to 50 kilograms, you can't move, or you crawl along and you can't sprint. So do try and avoid that. I think might be able to do a little bit of artifact hunting here. We do not want to go down there. Not yet. Alright, let's duck down here a little bit. We should be able to go under that reflector anomaly. Where's my... I mean, I'll carry on playing this for now, but do feel free to tell me of the challenge, and maybe it is something that I shall consider. Where's my little tracker thing? This is the only problem with putting things in the middle. I can see it, there we go. Don't know how that ended up in there. So the only problem with putting things in the middle is occasionally you might actually need things. So we're going this way. Ow. Hey, I threw a... Yeah, right. Is this not the way in? So usually with these artifact clusters, there is very much a definitive path. I think we're going to have to go around this way. And you find that path by throwing your little probes out and working your way around. So, yeah, Soul was sold a very long time ago, unfortunately. Did a deal with the devil. So we should be closing in. Where is it? There? Oh, we can get back up now. Hey, our first artifact. It's useless, but it's an artifact. Right, now what I would normally recommend in these sort of circumstances is go out the same way that you came in. That way you know... Ow! You know that you can. Can we get out over there? Because normally there's only one way in on a lot of the artifact clusters and one way out. But occasionally... You know what? We're going to heal when we get back home. And run. Oh, we got out there. Lovely. So that would have been an easier way to get in and out of that one. There we go. Pouch dip. Lovely. Let's head on back. Yeah, no worries. Just give me some things to think about. I mean, to be honest with you, I want to play this through normal and see if there's anything more that the Quest 3 version has that the Quest 2 version doesn't, so that I can kind of document it and note it. And I also want to play it through in realistic. I'm hoping that they might tweak the Quest 3 version, because there is a counter there for increasing enemy count, and that's definitely something that I want in this. I like the gunplay in this game. Shall we... I think we'll get the last secret on our way back. So the last secret for Permavay route, the last secret stash, is that Jeep over there, which is just off of this nasty... I think it's like a police station, possibly. It's usually got mimics on top of it, but it's just here. And it's that Jeep there. So, one thing that I will say is, being out here in the day is usually very easy, but because the enemies are solid black, being out at night can be an absolute nightmare. Let's take a knee here. I know he's seen us. And so's that guy. Oh, lovely. Right, let's see if we can get you. Now, we could take some pot shots at that guy, but I'm just here for the loot. Oh, hang on. What's that? I hear something closing in on us. Let's just, should we just get the loot and get out of here, shall we? Excellent. Right, let's get the loot. So this is just like a load of ammo, but obviously we're doing it under fire. Thankfully, he's only got a pistol, and their accuracy at range with a pistol is pretty realistic. There he is! Radius, you completely missed the game. I know you've already got the game, so it doesn't matter. I've already... Ow! Oh my! Yeah, I checked that out as well, but I've heard nothing, and ByteDance have said no. There you go, we got killed. I got shot in the back. I must have got shot in the back of the head on the run away. Oh no! That's really far back. Have we not got a better load than that? Let's have a look at the auto load. Yeah, that was some... I was just... it's one of the things they have done on this game, and I do forget, is they've upgraded a lot of things as far as enemies are concerned. I mean, we were... I don't think we were that low on life. But hey, maybe we were. Right, let's get that. Let's try that again, shall we? Ease back into the game. Where's my detector? I can hear it clicking in here somewhere. There it is. Lovely. And we know our way in and out with this one now. Right. This way. Oh, actually, yeah, to be fair, I tagged one of these when I was looking for the thing. So, yeah, maybe we'll drop a heal. Okay. That's all right, it won't take us long to get back. See, the thing is, I'm showing off things that I wouldn't normally go and get. I wouldn't go and play around that police station. Yeah, Beanie made me it, so it... Obviously, the Cardiff Devils probably used the same sort of thing. Apparently, the logo's quite similar to a lot of other bits and pieces. It's just, I think it's just a stock devil from... the app that he uses to design those same things. So, right. So you get the idea of where that... I mean, to be fair, I've got to go and get it now, haven't I? Ugh. But maybe let's pop a little... I hate it. I'm not doing it. I will forever be on low life, but I get to save my healing side of things. So yeah, this isn't a great place to come when we're this early in the game. We could try and snipe him, but to be fair, we're going there soon anyway. Go on, let's take him out this time, shall we? Now, I want to make sure I've got the ammunition to... Oh yeah, I've got clips, it's fine. Oh, and there's a box there as well. You owe me a sponsor. Right, let's see if we can get this guy before he pushes on. Whee! You little shitbag. And sidestep. Lovely. Alright, I'll deal with the cop in a minute because there's looting to be had. Alright, back on the cop. Yeah, no worries, Melissa. Thank you for joining us. Good job I saw him. Factory one would be very difficult, actually. See if we can get him, and then it just makes things easy. So, as you can probably appreciate, it's a lot easier with a better pistol, or even like a SMG or a rifle or something along those lines, or actually attacking that building and killing him whilst he's up there. But, you know, we've done it now, so And if I remember rightly... No, that's just a lost log. Hey, well, it wouldn't be a challenge if it wasn't hard, right? I'll be honest. This sort of game, I don't know, unrealistic. I like the game as it is. It just needs a way for me to become challenging. It just needs to ramp the enemy count up a lot. That's what I want. Knife only on the factory mission? Yeah, I'd imagine so. I've already got one challenge to do, and that's I want to have a go at Icarus's challenge, which is an endgame sidearm, an endgame main weapon, and all routes unlocked as quick as you can from the beginning of the game. But again, that's more of a challenge that's about, you know, knowledge of various little bits and pieces within the game, as opposed to any, I suppose, real skill at arms. Yeah, not wrong, actually. Now, see, this is where I can go a cropper in this game, because there was a time when enemies were incredibly inaccurate, and that you were a bit of a damage sponge. Even on realistic, you could still take quite a lot of hits. They have, for anybody who hasn't played this game in a while, they have made things harder. One of the things is enemy accuracy on normal seems to be up. The amount of damage that enemies do seems to be up. You know, obviously we only took we took a hit from a spawn there, so nothing majors. And yeah, that took a good couple of pips off of me. So, but now we're heading back. And again, I could use my healing items, but when we get back home, we can have a little sleepy and get all of our life back. So there's literally no point. And there's no threat on the way back here, because we've cleared all of this. When we originally... that was where the first mission was. The second mission was over there somewhere. So you can hear me running low on stamina here. One of the other things that they've done as well is the heavier you are, the quicker now, faster again, I think, by quite a magnitude. The heavier you are, the more your stamina is drained, and the quicker you use your stamina, so you can't sprint for as long once you're underweight, which again is a good thing. Is a very good thing. But yeah, they seem to do more damage and be more accurate. Oh, we better have a quick look then. Thank you, Cobra. Let's have a look-see. So, 97%, so we're starting to drop. That might be as much to do with the factor of... Hello, Lobster. How we doing? So, let's pop... That might be as much to do with... Pop that in there, and pop that in there, and we'll pop one of those in there. That might be to do with the fact that... Because a lot of people have been saying that their quest is going through the battery quicker than their bits and pieces can charge it. One of the other things that I would recommend as well with the Bobo batteries is, I have got into the habit on the Quest 2, I haven't had to do it on the Pico, is press the button. After you put the battery in, press the button on the battery, because sometimes you put the battery in and it doesn't start charging. I mean, the easiest way to do it is to check this and make sure you've got the little lightning symbol. So I'm not expecting... The one thing that I will say about Bobo batteries is normally you'd be able to see that go up whilst you're playing games. Now, it's stayed pretty solid for me, and remember as well, I am streaming, and streaming definitely racks down the power. So, here's what I would normally do if I was streaming this game. I wish, it's one of the things that I would ask for on this game, is there was like an empty bag button. That would be great. There we go. That can go there. That can go there. There's what we need. And then I'd just leave that there. I'd maybe grab a choice, if I can get them, a choice item or two that are like just for sale items. But we don't need any of this. We don't even need any money. I'll show off cassettes as well whilst we're here. But yeah, I'd just grab the choicier items, and then if I really needed money, I'd start doing bits and bobs, but I'd leave all of that there, and I would tidy that all up and shelve it all and put it all away in my own time. That's what I think of that. Yeah, it would be nice if you could just press the button and just... And then the other thing as well is you could faff that whilst you're out in the radius and press the button by accident or during a panic and just dump all of your stuff across the floor. That would be fucking hilarious. And maybe that's just me. So these items are just for sale. That one needs to go to here for delivery. If you do not want to engage with the repair mechanic within this game, you can have it all done for you with these repair lockers, but that will cost you money. And we've also got the ability to upgrade and add rails, suppressors. There's usually a gun mod on there as well, so this will increase the reliability, which just basically means that we can, you know, go on the I believe that means that the reliability, the condition of the gun goes down slower, or you basically have a bigger life bar, one of the two. But basically it means that the time to fail on the gun through firing rounds on it is increased. So, but yeah, there you go, Radis. I don't know if you've seen that's the part of the camo pack, and you can get it on. You can get that camo on the AKM, the PM, the Mosin, the gun, and a couple of others. It's good that they've had it on the gun, but yeah, so that's the normal one, and then that's the new one. Right, we are going to be upgrading pistol. No, thank you. Yes, please. Lovely. Don't need that anymore. Don't need this. Got lots of shotguns. Happy days. Like, I'd much rather have been using this, taking out that guard at distance, because the TT is really good. What's happened to those textures, man? Don't remember blacking that gun out, or is it neat? Oh, no, it's not even damaged. Interesting. Let's sell those. We've handed in our various bits and pieces as far as the mission is concerned. And so now we've just got another mission to do. Oh yeah, that last one wasn't a security level increaser. This one is. Someone will tidy that up later, don't worry. So this is something that's been added since I did my bits and bobs. Oh yeah. To be fair, I literally just got it for the stream tonight because I wanted to see the pattern live and show it off live on the Quest 3. So, but yeah, in the upgrade station is where you put it on. So this is a little bit more like how the game usually plays. Is you pick up multiple missions and then go off into the radius to go and do them. Some of them are retrieving artifacts from radius clusters. Some of them are, or rather anomaly clusters. Some of them are kill enemies within an area, or we've already got one of these, so we can actually finish that mission right now. Let's go and do that quick. Broken shard. That's what it wants. You can get these. I think it's a bit of a glitch though, but you can get these whilst you're playing the game, because I thought it was supposed to be those drop from rift anomalies that are whilst you have one of these missions available. So, but we got that ages ago, so there we go. Happy days. Might have to change one of my videos because of that now, if that is actually the way of things. We are going to be standing on the TT for a very long time because I love this gun. So I am going to be adding that to it. Whilst that's cooking, see if there's anything more that we can do. Oh, tapes. Have a little tape recorder here and we get things like this.
UNPSC Explorer number 159, log 04. Warning. Stay the hell away from those glass buildings. Under no circumstances should you enter one of those after the tide without heavy gear or a death wish. Spawn maybe pesky, fragments can rip flesh, but none of them coordinate with mimics. These things think. Hell, at this point, I think these things are people. At least we...
There you go. So you get little glimpses into the world, and again, you can engage with those if you want to or not. Sometimes the tapes are music as well, or, well, yeah, various bits and pieces of music from the game. We don't need any of these yet because we can't actually buy any of the attachments, so we won't bother with that. I'm going to try and find another magazine and some ammunition, then we'll get out there and do some more missions to finish up. I kind of bought it when it came on. Was my favourite. I don't really know any of the Stalker factions. I played Stalker, I think, before it had factions in it. I played like a very old Stalker game, or maybe I was young enough that I didn't even realise that was a thing, potentially. Oh, we could have solved that. We don't need any of these. Let's see if I can find... We did have, within this little lot here... I mean, I'll tidy up. Lobster... Oh, and yeah, thank you on the tape name. The, I'm playing on the Quest 3 at the moment, mate. I'm sure I had a TT mag within all this junk. Again, this is usually very bad form, and I'm sure it's pissing certain people off, but... Hello, Fee. Where did I put it, then? I usually keep hold of those. Sure, or maybe I've already belted it. Can't see it for looking. I'll keep another brush. Okay, oh, what are these magazines like? Oh, maybe I've already put it in. Oh, that one's bad. Normally, again, another top tip. Normally, if you are going to repair things, I recommend stacking lots up. Let's just have a quick look a second. Hey, come back here. Normally, if you're going to repair things, I recommend stacking lots and lots of bits and pieces in and around the vise, like this, and then giving them a pass of spray, and then repairing them. These two don't need repairing, but it allows you to save on... That one will need some... Oh no, that's good. It allows you to save on spray. I've had some absolute monstrosity with guns and ammo and guns and magazines spilling out of this thing, and you give it that one pass. And, yeah, you give it one pass of spray and then go to town. And you kind of want... I always go for the dual-wielding approach as far as toothbrushes is concerned and go about. This is part of the supporters pack. There we go there. PMC would like to thank you for purchasing the supporters pack. You can now apply or remove camouflage patterns to any PM, AKS 7, the ISH, I think that's the pump shotgun, the automatic pistol, and the Mosin Nagant. It's based on your security level. There we go. What was that? Alright, help me after the guy responded to my video saying that I only shoot at the knees, yeah. Hang on. Silver helped me after the guy responded to my video saying that I only shoot at the knees. I've been noticing I only shoot at the knees. If you're talking, are you talking about Resident Evil? You must be. You must be. I shoot at the knees on Resident Evil all the time. It's a good technique. Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. At the knees. Again, highly inefficient, but for speed. There we go. That's looking good. Now we just need to make sure we take some ammunition out with us, which I put here. You will become very familiar with the different kinds of ammunition as you play the game. Oh, I did. Well, I haven't. I don't think I've seen that one yet, have I? Is this the one that you launched just now? There we go. There. No. what I'm doing there is I press and hold trigger to get the first round, and then scoop that up and put the magazine kind of inside the box, and it'll do the rest for you. I love P+. P+ is a good ammo for my favourite gun in this, which I don't think we'll get to see tonight. Maybe not. In progress. So now we've got another 2 missions. Always try and go out with as many missions as you can take. We can't get another one there, and those 2 are in progress. And if you can, try and get your missions in the same map. That's the size of the map. And again, it doesn't use the entire map, and I don't want to spoil the different places that are in the game, but there's a lot of content in this game. There's a decent amount. There's, no, I won't say, but, you know, more than 4, but less than 6. Yes, I have started a new save file. So, right, we don't need any of that junk, and I will sort it out later on. We don't need that many of those, so we'll store them here. 2's enough, I think, and we'll probably find more whilst we're out there. Oh, come on, hold still. There's techniques that you can use to make sure that things stay still. This is actually another cool thing, so I'll check this out. So, if you wanted to make a shelf, this is what I find really good of letters. But if you hold the letter with your map in a certain place, you can create a shelf, and then you could maybe put your fireworks on there. You can make it look a little better than that as well by using toothbrushes as the kind of handles, and then you can use, this is the one reason why I try and keep hold of letters, because then if you want to, you can make lots of extra storage space within your stash. And so that is literally done by balancing something on top of something else for 10 seconds, and then when you do that, it freezes in place, which I'll show you just here. There we go. And now, ooh, look, it's floating. And so now we can store all of our energy drinks on here, look. Oh, drank that one by accident. There you go. So now we've got a perfect place for storing our shells, our roasted sunflower seeds, and our energy drinks. Isn't that great? But then obviously, you know, you can put that where you want to. Right, so let's get back out there. Got our shotgun. Weights at green, which means we're nice and quick. Got some extra ammunition. That's another healing syringe. We don't need to take that with us, so it can go on the snack shelf. There we go. And I'll take a couple of those, but the fact of the matter is, I'm just going to be smoking. Oh, where did I put my smokes, by the way? Where's my smokes? That's 1 pack. Ooh, empty one. Lovely. And that there. And have we got any extra of that to take out with us, just in case we get into trouble? No. Yep. So, again, we can't store a massive amount of ammunition on our person with the amount of mags that we've got, so taking boxes out is a good idea. The only problem with the TT is that it is quite limited in its magazine, but this can keep you going all the way to the end of the game if you use it correctly. And the correct way to use a sidearm is for backup, or in this circumstance, like as a you know, basically an oh shit moment that you shouldn't find yourself in. Or the TT's got an incredibly good velocity, which means that you don't get a lot of bullet drop. You can snipe with this pistol. We would have been much better going after that policeman with that pistol as opposed to the PM, which is a bit rubbish. What's that knife looking like? There is enough in that, I think. Right. Get a couple more missions done, and then we'll call it there. So I suppose one of the things that I can kind of talk about now as well is the comforty bits and pieces that I've done with the quest. and not feeling really any kind of fatigue on my head. You're asking the wrong person. The Beretta is objectively the better of those two pistols because it is stronger. I think has more attachment points, has a bigger magazine. It just has better everything. But the TT has the advantage of being exactly the same ammunition type as the gun that I use as my main gun, which just basically means I only have to take one ammunition type, and it means less faffing and just overall less nasty. I forgot to sleep. Duh. Forgot to sleep. Because we can get our health back then, and then we don't have to worry about healing then either. The TT33 I like because it just, yeah, for me the TT33 is the best pistol in the game, but it's not. That's just for me, but that's because of my preferences. So let's. In keeping now, see, one of the things that I would normally do if I wasn't streaming this is I wouldn't sleep. I would only sleep till the next hour just to get my health back, and basically be busy all the time and working through the night. When you get into this game, that is something that you will find easier and easier to do, and you can start off by just going back to areas that you've already cleared. The other thing that you can do in the game is later areas are actually reasonably well lit, regardless of the time of day or night. There's like no day or night cycle to some of the later maps. So what you can do is loot during the day in the maps that do have the disadvantage or advantage of a night and day cycle, and then when it gets to night, head towards the maps that don't have that advantage / disadvantage. So is a good tip, which will be coming up in one of my videos very soon. I do need, the thing is, I am guilty of, in most games, like you do, Radius, all you talk about is the M14, right? Because you love the M14, and that's the gun that you love, and you love the M14. We know this. I think everybody on this channel knows this. Mine is the PPSH full, and you can get it incredibly early in the game, and as long as you upgrade to P+ ammunition, I've had no problems completing this game with the PPSH all the way, PPSH full all the way. Hell, you could use the normal PPSH probably just as easily. What missions are we doing? Yeah, over there. I think there's an artifact that we have to get. And what are the missions? Let's have a quick look, see. I didn't really have a look previous. Supply courier, so we've got a supply container to get, and the neon. Hit them? What? Sorry, what do you mean by if you hit the... Oh, right, yeah, kind of. You can kind of move them around a little bit. Yeah, it's very cool. Right, we've got a neon to find. Looks like it's over here. Over there. There you go, right? Right, K2? It's like he's part of the lore now of this channel. I'm gonna have to go over. Or can we go round? Those anomalies are particularly nasty. They don't do a massive amount of damage, but they can fling you. What they are also really good at doing, as well as flinging you into other things, is when you throw something into them, they fire that laser. It's random, but it can damage you. And you can get bounced around. I think it's over there. Damn, gonna have to go around. Have to go right round. Try and find the entrance to this cluster. I think it's here. Ow. This is part of the game that I really enjoy. Oh, of course we're standing on top of it, aren't we? Oh, that's not even the one that we're after. That one seems a little bit unfair. So it's there. Is it over the other side? Bloody game. Coming in here with its stupid artifact. You have to go out. You have to go around. Should be. Wait a second. Played this a lot. I've done a lot of artifact hunting, and yeah, they put it in between two. I feel like they've put it between two. I can't squeeze that much. Let's try again. There's always a way, right? Always a way. We're not very close to it, though. Okay. I'm a bit nervous here, so let's just drop a save. They're probably immersed by the immersive gameplay. Can we grab that without getting bounced around here? There we go. Mission complete. Next mission, back to our favourite compound. Now, we've done quite a massive amount of looting in this area already, so there's not a lot. Yeah, I mean, we have been streaming for, like, you know, 2.5, almost 3 hours. So, we're getting there. Plus, I think, as well, the thing is, I think I'm the only person that doesn't think it's rude to interrupt. I've got no problems with being interrupted. I do it enough myself. Is there anything over there? I've never checked. Or I have, but not in this latest build. I would go as far as to say, from what I'm seeing, there's definitely more foliage. No, I do not have an M14 yet, K2. There's definitely more foliage on the stream. Oh. Oh. I bounced off of that. Awesome. Do not try and, if you can, don't try and shoot those unless your aim's pretty good or what have you. Always try and sidestep these spawns. I think this is part of our mission. Oh no, sample courier. So there will be a sample courier somewhere around here. It's usually on this guy. Well, look at that. That's our objective. We're done here. So we could just go home. I have looted most of this. So, yeah. I think we've finished a little bit early there. Oh, yeah.
Man, I had enough.
Oh, no, they
of
don't.
these halls.
Some of them do. I think
Working
Katia
overtime.
does.
What do I got for that? None.
as far as the
That's
physics
how the world works, Vasilich.
are concerned.
Too bad.
I don't know. I don't know if how much more I'm going to stream the game, if I'm honest, because we've done the giveaway now, and then I've got a big tips and tricks video coming out. But I know people like watching me play this one, so maybe we will carry this on. But I don't know, I feel like I've already done it. I've already played through the game once. But then the thing is, I haven't seen any of the other areas. Blanks are just for sale. However, you can hold trigger and reduce their condition, but we don't think they do anything, or at least I think someone went into the game files and found that they don't do anything. I was kind of hoping that they might restore armor or restore fatigue or something along those lines, but no dice. Maybe they'll make him do something into the Radius 2. But yeah, if there's interest in it, I'll carry on playing this file, but I feel like I might need to start in realistic. Well, In Death Unchained is constantly evolving, or was at the time, and In Death Unchained there's a lot to cover. Like, for instance, how many times have you completed how many cycles have you completed in IDU K2? Just as a question. It'd be incountable, wouldn't it? You wouldn't be able to tell me how many cycles you've completed. Although Into the Radius is quite a big game. Once you have completed a cycle and then completed it in the next difficulty up, after that is just like kind of self-challenging yourself. Whereas with IDU, oh, there's that scoreboard, that all-important scoreboard, isn't there? It does add a lot of life to games, to things like scoreboards, various bits and pieces like that. Now, let's get our lamp off so that hopefully we don't... Oh, Medipen, we like that. Oh, fireworks! Damn, not PPSH. Now, there is a guy up there, and he's going to be very difficult to see. But then we don't need to take him out because we're not going around that way, but we all want to see what's up the top of those steps, and we'll probably go around. Thank you, Von. I'll check in a minute. Right. So this is the beauty of this game, is if you remember to, you can just drop saves wherever you like. Don't think he's seen us yet. Let's have a... Where is it? Okay. So I can see him, but I can't... Because the blacks are blacker and the shadows are shadowier, that's quite a difficult shot with just a iron sight pistol. So we'll try and even the odds by running around here. There's a lightning trap over there. Or a lightning anomaly, and we want to avoid that. And we'll go up. Now, let's make sure that we've got something that's got plenty of ammunition in it for this. Climbing these is the only thing that I would have said, especially when you are climbing down. Climbing up and down is... Yeah, I know, right? Missed with half of that first shot. Rubbish. Quite the view you had here. Right. Anyway. That's not where the shotgun goes. What do we get? Bullets. All that time to come up here and kill you, and I just get a crummy box of bullets. So I would always recommend saving just before you make the descent, because it is very easy to slip and fall with ladders. Very easy indeed. But as long as you one hand grab, and always make sure that you are holding that grip button down for dear life, you should be able to get down with the minimum of fuss. Now this is another anomaly. This is the nastiest anomaly in the game, is the lightning anomaly. And the reason why it's nasty is it's very difficult to avoid, and almost invisible. A lot of the time you can only hear it. I think that one's in the bloody wall. The way to deal with them is to trigger them. That was an enemy then. The way to deal with them is to trigger them. Any more? No. And then run through. But if you can avoid them, that's even better. Now, I do want to go down there, but I don't... Yes, you're quite right. I like red, though. Being ex-military, we were always told that... I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, you always use red light when in low lighting conditions, because I think it just gives off... might give off less infrared, potentially. Don't know. Oh, actually, no, that was why. Because it doesn't ruin... It's been a long time. It doesn't ruin your night vision as badly, I think. What do you got in here for me? Rubbish mattress? Shotgun shell? Things are starting to look up. We can... Let's get that. No. Oh, faff. Can do some of these bits and pieces in-game as well. There's another 0 box there. But again, it's these sort of tasks, unless you definitely need to... I thought you were a... Lobster man, I thought you were a mimic then. Where are you? I am at the little shack just down from the tower, just in this little dip here. There's some things for us to play with. Look. You can't sleep anywhere. No, this one, unless they've changed it, no. No, you can't sleep anywhere. It's only designated safe houses. What we like on the ammunition, we're good. Don't think there's any more anomalies to bother us here. Now we're just going to go up and round and have a look at this camp, and then we'll probably head back to base. Now, note how I have not been keeping on top of my 20-a-day habit, and I am paying the price. See all that yellow on my stamina bar? Now, as I smoke, that will slowly replenish one of those little blips. If you, after the exhale, take the cigarette out and put it back in again, you'll take another draw and exhale. And then once the exhale is finished, you take it out and put it back in again. And this is the way that you smash through a cigarette very quickly and actually get your stamina back. But if left to its own devices, the cigarette will basically smoke itself in your mouth. So what we'll do is we'll have a little snack bar as well, and that should top us off nicely. So yeah, top tips for smashing through a cigarette. Look at that. Almost walked straight into him. Oh, let's check that car, because there can be loot. Got anything for me here, fellas? The enemy that I will be asking CM Games to add into the Radius 2, if they're going to keep this sort of theme and style, is there should be some of these that are mimics, and when you get close to them, they activate.
The carburetor's dead. Hey, what's up there?
I think that would be brilliant, because then you don't know if this is safe or not.
The carburetor's dead. Hey, what's up there? Are we hitchhiking or what now?
But yeah, I think that would be a cool enemy. Just make, make the seekers that are in the game later on look exactly the same as those, or those look exactly the same as seekers, and that they come to life when you get really close. Alright, so we've got train station over there. Nice little camp up here for us to loot our filthy little goblin heart out in. And as I was saying, you want to be doing as little admin and organisation in the Radius, because this is where you lose all the time. Like, you know, we have not been... What time? We got here at 7. And it's now almost 2 in the afternoon. We have not been here 5 hours. Is that an actual secret document? No, it's not. No. Permavay route. I can tell by your expressions, Lobster Man, that you're not as much of a poking around in every nook and cranny looking for all the loot as I am. Like, you know, you would have missed out on this shotgun shell and this pile of junk, but not me. No, I'll have those things. Right. Yeah, this is literally the first map. There's loads of little spots and little bits and pieces. And the thing is as well, when CM Games drop an update, it is worth having a look and rechecking these areas to see if they've maybe updated one of them with a new loot location. So, like, for instance, there used to be one at the base of this tower. I don't know if there still is. There's nothing here now, but you used to be able to find stuff at that tower. Hell, you used to have enemies come at you. Ooh, shadow. Let's see, there's another little area up here. This was... like, some of these, to be fair, have been added. Ooh, ouch. Yeah, no worries, Weeb. Cheers for having a look. Stay on cigarette duty. Lovely. There we go. So yeah, this little area, I think there's just a book on a bench here. But like bits and pieces of this have been added. Oh, look, see, little bullets. They're actually for the one that we're using. Again, as I said, don't try not to do much of your admin whilst you're up here. I don't think anything... oh, look, there you go. This is... I don't think that's new, but I haven't seen spawns here, and I don't remember seeing that Jeep here. But again, they add little details and little bits and pieces. I thought I killed him. Ah! Sucks to be you, Anakin. Roles reversed. Oh, I know why. No, we did kill him. Interesting. Well, I'm having that crate, for starters. This bit was added as well. This little bit that we're coming up to here. There's lots of nasty in there that we could do with avoiding. Like these bits here. Don't know if they put any loot with any of it. Might be some on this guy here. Again, with a lot of... ah, shit. That's a lot more detailed than I remember it being as well. Right, where are you? What did you think, Roger? Oh, definitely. Yeah. This is the thing is... the game loses a lot when you are watching it through a stream. All VR games do. Nothing actually looks anywhere near as good as when you're in the headset, you know? Right, let's go down and round. Go get the bits and pieces in that building quick. Because there is a... hear that noise. That static is one of those nasty ones that I was telling you about. So I think that one's upstairs. Yes. You can hear our thing clicking off. If you have the opportunity, kill them with a knife. Because it saves a bullet. Ooh. Ooh, boxy boxy. Ah, look. Reward. Another reward. We do need a snack right now. One of the things I would say with chests, they can be, or these crates, they can be a little bit difficult to open. If you grip trigger and pull them up with the default settings, that would usually do the job. The note, unless it specifically says stash at the top of it, it's just effect. It's just ambience. It might be something from like there are things that may have carried over from the old game. Like from the old game, there wasn't multiple maps. There was just one big map, and so the train station was like a proper huge deal of a location. Whereas in this, it's just a part of a map now. But the train station used to be quite a big part of things as I know it, and they hid within one of the sofas, like almost down the side of the, like underneath the cushions of the sofa. They put a very powerful weapon, so it could have been a letter pertaining to something like that that might have been old lore within the game. You're an idiot. A chronic one. What was it yesterday? As if it was your first shift out of vacation school. Our boss says you're not getting a bonus this month. How do you plan on paying for the first trip? Anyway, call me. I have an idea. Again, there's loads of cool stuff like that in the game. I've read the vast majority of it. And this is another cool thing as well the devs do. They make like little things like this. Little collections of food and bullets and various bits and bobs. It's almost like, hey, the devs are watching, you know? So we'll take those seeds. We'll eat those seeds later. I'll put them in here. They can be our little travel snacks. One of the things I do need to check as well is, because I've done a video recently saying, well, before these seeds were added to the game, I need to check and see how effective they are at replenishing stamina, because they are quite a convenient little snack, and they're quite, well, not cheap, but they're you don't need a knife for them to eat them. They're definitely going to be better than snack bars and drinks. They're a little bit irrelevant in this game because of how you can use food now. Right, we've got ooh. Hey. That can go in there. 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 This can go. And it's just one bullet and you're quickly putting things away. Doesn't matter too much. We've got a case there. That's us. Don't need our torch on at the moment. So yeah, trigger grip. Oh, is it grip trigger? It's grip trigger or trigger grip. When you do both of them, one then the other. Hey, plus P. We could use that now for the guns, for our PM if we wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. Keep that 20 a day habit up and your stamina will look after itself. But remember, don't start smoking in real life, kids. Just in VR. Well, if the watch is from Ghosts of Tabor, then that means Ghosts copied into the Radius, because Radius has been out a lot longer than Ghosts. But yeah, that's one of the games that we might actually be looking a little bit more at now that I've got a Quest 3. Because one of the problems that I had with Ghosts of Tabor is when I tried to stream it, I basically couldn't stream the game at the same time as playing it natively, because the game's already asking a lot of the Quest 2, and then you try and stream it and it was just unplayable in the headset. Now that I've got a Quest 3, maybe that's something I'll go back and have a look. I've got some friends that play that as well. Here's something that's new on the latest iteration. Enemies didn't used to be able to come into your buildings. Now they can. That was from about the 2.7 update. You've got Ghosts of Tabor? When did you get Ghosts of Tabor, Kim? But yeah, that's interesting. I'll come play that with you guys, because you can go in as squads on that. And the thing is, like, me and Indy were playing that quite a lot, and we were loving the whole, well, there's some videos of us doing it as well, but we did a lot more sessions than we did videos. And we used to love just going out with a backpack and an SKS and some magazines and nothing else, because to be fair, the straight shooting of the SKS, that's all we needed. but they have changed it. They have changed it so that the SKS now, or they changed it not so long back, where the SKS was quite a garbage tier weapon, which was a bit annoying. Well, it's definitely annoying for Indy. He basically stopped playing the game when he wasn't able to use his SKS anymore at the very start, because that's what he enjoyed. He enjoyed going out with the SKS with just a bag and taking down fully geared players. And believe you me, I used to love doing that as well. So, but when they, they basically nerfed, the last time I heard, and the last time we had a look, they nerfed the SKS into the ground. If it's at least usable, then yeah, maybe. Well, it's technically PvPvE, and in those sort of games, it's always negotiable as to whether you actually have to fight people or not. Right, I'm going to change my battery over again now, because that one's down to 2 bars. Let's have a look where we are on the old battery life at the moment. 95%. So it is slowly starting to track down. So there is the possibility and problem with the Quest 3 that if I'm not vigilant enough, and when read me being vigilant enough, you lot reminding me to just have a look at the battery on my headset quite often, if you guys weren't doing that, a game especially like this, where you get completely involved in it and the hours are just ticking by and you don't even realise it, you could quite easily find yourself on low battery. And then the problem is, normally with an extended battery, that wouldn't matter if you got to low battery. But this does look like eventually it would be ticking down more battery life than it'd be ticking down faster than I can replenish it. Which then means that, you know, I can't stream infinitely. But we're only down to 95%, and I've been changing the batteries around pretty regular. I've gone through about, I'd say, 2 batteries or 2 batteries worth in the time that we've been playing. But thankfully, I've got 5 on rotation. So that's good. But yeah, so it doesn't look like it's as dire as everybody has said, which is obviously good. But the one thing that I've done different that I haven't seen anybody else do is reduce the brightness. So maybe that's a thing. And again, the only reason why I've done that is I did that on the Quest 2 and I did that on the Quest 3. And a lot of the time, the reason why I did that on those devices and on the Quest 1 as well, the reason why I did that on those devices is not because I found things too bright, but I know that that extends the battery life of phones. And so, you know, this has got a battery and a battery life, and screen brightness does have an effect. Even knocking it down by like 10, 15, 20% will have an effect on your battery. Like, for instance, something that you might know, I don't know if they fixed this in more modern phones now, but if you have bad signal in an area, that can drain your battery life more, because your phone is having to work harder to make its connections to signal. Again, I don't know if that's still the case. I don't see why they would have changed that, or why that would have changed. But little things like, you know, leaving your Wi-Fi on, leaving your Bluetooth on when you don't even need it on. These things all drain battery life. So, there you go. Lessons from a mobile phone salesman. Right. Let's get the mission items. Pop the mission item here and here, and then we'll keep these this time. We'll keep that as well. So what you can do whilst you're doing this is look for those important items. Yeah, no worries, Von. Thank you very much for running the giveaway for us. Excellent work as always, madam. Yeah, I think I'm going to be coming off reasonably soon. Let's get these things sold. Another one of those there. And so what I would do if I was planning on doing another stream is I would tidy all of this away, get all of my little boxes sorted, and you know, I put like guns here and magazines that I'm going to want there. There is like a proper gun rack for your longer guns down the side there. Let's get our missions handed in. We've got more of these than we need to be carrying. I'd also like, I like to, if it's empty, obviously, I put those, well, I say obviously, I put ones that are empty up there, and then ones that have got, that are full, well, not that one, ones that are full, that one, ones that are full, we would put up there, and then I would stack loads of those up. And then I know, yeah, right-click sort, right? View. Hello, Up. Good one, Up. Spit it all over those. Lovely. And then, you know, I would grab things. Again, this is where you do your admin. You do your admin in the time where your time is not continually ticking down really fast. Because we are on a time... kind of, in that every time the radius, the tide resets the radius's loot, it also does the enemies. So the more efficient you can be with your time, the more time you can spend in the radius looting your filthy little goblin heart out without having to deal with enemies because you've already dealt with them. So definitely the most efficient way to play. And again, if I was playing at my most efficient, I'd be constantly using I would be constantly doing stuff at night as well, because again, efficiency, that one's just for sale. Steps ones, I mean, I'm not going to use them, but you can activate this one and then you get footprints left. So this can be good if you were in quite a big anomaly cluster, and if you were new to the game, and you could activate this and then work your way into the cluster, and then you could follow your footprints back. Other than that, I mean, maybe going to an area that you're not familiar with, but I don't think any area is big enough. Like, if there was some huge indoor areas, then this steps artifact might be quite useful, but I don't think so, so I sell them. Do bear in mind as well, the better condition, they always start, I think, pretty sure I've never seen one in less than full condition. They always start in full condition, but if you use them, it reduces that condition. Conditions of artifacts does affect the sale price. As you can see, where are they? Steps there is at 200, and then there's another one that's $7 less. So there you go. I do like that. That does look actually very cool. Is it worth the £4.50, or I think it's $7 or $8 that they're pushing it at? I'd like to have seen more than one camo, and I'd like to have seen it on more weapons, if I'm honest. Why not all the weapons? But CM Games has done a fantastic job, and they've been updating this game for free for a year at least, and making some quite significant upgrades, adding new weapons and improving just everything, and adding new items, adding new secrets, adding new bits and pieces. So this is the thing that I wish In Death Unchained had pushed on us, like a little supporters pack with some maybe little extra cosmetics and various bits and pieces, and maybe it would have kept that game going a little bit longer. So if anybody deserves it, though, CM Games does. Anyway, so on that bombshell, we'll end it there. This has been Into the Radius on the Quest 3. I have achieved VR Princess status with the Quest 3, which is why I can play it nice and comfy now. So that is definitely a thing. I have been Silver Tongue Devil, not VR Princess. Good night.